Welcome to the live stream.
No, you can't squeak that right now.
We got dogs. We got dogs being dogs over here. And yes, you guys will be able to watch the stream tomorrow. Gonna talk about making money on a homestead. I'll wait for some folks to jump in here. We'll just hang on and chat for a minute first. Actually, I do want to change.
I'm gonna have to speak. You can't have that right now. Hey.
Gotta change the chat setting. Possibly.
I know you're excited.
There we go.
I need that. I need that.
There we go. We got everything all.
Not right now. I'm not playing.
All set up. Mom and Dad are live. Nate for President 24. Please don't vote me for president. I don't want to have to leave here and go sit in some White House. Got Creek in here. Who's the moderators in here? I'm gonna shout out the moderators. I'm gonna be like looking for comments initially that are relating to the topic. We'll go for like 15-20 minutes and then we'll just be a free-for-all with the questions. We got JJ. I know we got Creek.
Morgan's
in here.
Starla.
There's 4 of them. They're all very familiar with the homestead. New Adventures of Starla. All very familiar with the homestead. They can definitely answer questions in the chat. Love you guys so much. Have a good night. Thank you.
Not everybody has the ability to tag, though, so you kind of have to watch.
Yeah, the tagging thing. I find it so cool you watched League of Legends esports. I sure did. I watched it. I played it. Had fun with it. Got frustrated with it. Haven't touched it in like 3 years. That's mostly because I've been busy. But nah, that's not true. I probably touched it 2 years, year and a half ago. A couple games. Saber Forever. Have you decided on a name for As Coffee? Or some great suggestions on the
there
short?
were some great suggestions.
There are a lot of good suggestions. I don't think I'm ever naming a product again after seeing your guys' ability to do stuff. I'm just going to ask you guys. How do I become more self-sufficient without relying on income? Good question. I'll try to wrap around to that. But anyway, I want to talk about how to make money homesteading, because a lot of people, that's one of the things I think that keeps them from making the jump to homesteading, is they're like, well, how am I going to make money? Like, am I going to grow carrots and like sell them at the end of my dirt road where nobody drives and get people to buy it?
And you can do that.
You can do that, and like that's one of the things is really like, if you want to make money homesteading, you find all kinds of crazy niches, if you will, to do that. Yeah, and I've had so many ideas, and ultimately what worked out for me was social media and starting a couple businesses that I just put on the back of it, which is why I have the coffee products, why I have the beard care products. And homesteaders ask me all the time, it's like, well, that's cool, great for you. I don't have any of that. How do I do it? Which is a really good question. And it wasn't my plan to do it this way, just social media just happened to do what social media does, and that's how it works out. So, making money on a homestead. My initial plan was to come here. I had enough money to exist for 2 years. My land taxes were $700 a month. $700 a year.
I was gonna say.
I had no electric bill, no water bill, no gas bill, no sewer bill. Car insurance is ridiculously cheap. I just had liability on my junk vehicles. Cost me like $45 a month.
No car loans, no credit card debt.
Yeah, I had no debts of any kind, so I could just buy basic food. There was no fuel bill because I wasn't really going anywhere. I wasn't using much in the way of gas. So I spent the first 2 years just not costing me anything. Like, I think I figured $250 a month to exist. So 2 years of savings when all you have to have is $250 a month isn't that crazy. Anyway, all this to say, I gave myself a 2-year window to figure out how to make money.
Leave it.
I don't know why they're so riled up tonight.
They go for every noisy toy they can find. They're quiet all day long. They were silent.
They were silent. Yeah, I didn't even know we had dogs most of the day.
Charlotte actually went in her area and slept without us putting her there, and yet now they want to play with the squeakies and the crumblies.
Yo, when are you gonna start shipping to Canada? I want to work on
We're
that
working on
so
it.
so bad.
I have
We
an
have
email with somebody.
we have
I'm working on it.
put effort into it for quite a while now, and we're gonna continue doing so. Anyway, so where was I?
No debts.
No debts. Basically, like in order to set up yourself to make money in an unconventional way, like homesteading, first you have to not be so reliant on things that you can try stuff. And I tried a number of different things. Mostly what I ended up going with was I was a contractor when I left, came back to it, like, or just came out here. The skills helped me tremendously being able to build, but I went out 2 or 3 times, I think in the first year, and did a job and then came back after about a week. So I left for like 3 to 4 weeks in a whole year, and it provided more than enough money to sustain what I was doing. I needed something better, and a lot of people get into chickens and they're selling chicken eggs, and they find a restaurant, you know, maybe not that far away, you can forage mushrooms. Like Chicken of the Woods sells really well to certain restaurants. Problem with that is most people homesteading aren't anywhere near a restaurant that's even going to think about serving that. Um,
So the thing is, with a lot of things, you want to find things that you can do more than one thing with. Chickens, you've got eggs, you've got chicken meat, you've got chicken, you've got hatching eggs. Lots of different things that you can do with them.
yep.
And there's different kinds of birds that you can do too if you're gonna do eggs. You can get into quail, things like that.
For sure. I got a super chat. How much profit for a year with beard oil? I don't even know off the top of my head, but even if I did, I probably wouldn't say.
We didn't have his numbers completely straight and
No.
figured out
Mm-mm.
for a full consecutive year yet to even
I just knew the
give a
initial
good number
numbers
anyway.
meant
but
it was profitable. How profitable after expenses? Yeah. But anyway,
so chickens.
chickens, yeah. She's got a whole list of stuffs. Eggs, dairy, chickens, goats. I mean, you can sell milk, you can make cheese. Like most states have like a cottage law thing where if you sell within the state, you can make stuff. You can bake bread and sell it. And you don't need to, it's most states, I don't know about all of them. You don't need to do anything to like get a whole license and a commercial kitchen and all that. So that's kind of a thing.
The other thing is, if you choose to get into animals, while you can do multiple things with them, there's always an extra expense of feeding them, and it takes extra time because they are going to need care. You're going to need extra area for them. But if you get into cattle, you've got beef, you've got milk, cream, different things that you can do with that. Same with goats. Goats, you can get into goat milk. You can make soaps and salves and different kinds of things out of goat's milk. So there's multiple things you can do with that type of those different animals to get multiple sources of income and increase your income, but
yeah,
then you're also expending more time and money.
The whole cost thing, like people are like, you get chickens, you can, I don't even know what they say. So I think some people get like $3 to $4 per dozen eggs, and they usually bury themselves with eggs with the chickens they get, but they build a coop that costs, you know, a couple $100. You buy the chickens, then you're selling the eggs, and then you realize that the feed is like really sucking into the egg profit, and then the chickens are a pain, so you get an automatic water, an automatic feeder, and you get all this stuff, and then you want the automatic door because it's a pain to go out every day and open it at the crack of dawn, and then 2 run off. That thing got noisy. Hold on.
Oh, your live ended out there. I'm like, where did that noise come from?
It did, yeah.
It's an interesting thing for you to be watching on TikTok, Nate.
Right? That was crazy.
Oh, Az is howling.
Yep. Sure is. But yeah, this is an active homestead. There's always stuff happening, guys. But yeah, basically things aren't as profitable as you think they will be sometimes. But um, and rabbits and there's all kinds of stuff. But as far as like a way to really make money at it, there's certain chickens that sell for. I mean, what do you buy a chicken for? You buy a chick for like $6, and I've seen people selling full grown hens laying for like 15 or 20. I'm sure it varies in the area, but if you get chickens and you have them for a year and you're good with them, cool. You're suddenly making, 12 bucks a week on eggs maybe. But if you're good with them and they last and they're surviving, you need to upgrade your income. And most people think more chickens. But
Not necessarily the way to go.
it's not the way to go. Basically, if you're good with an animal, get a high end animal. There's more exotic birds that are worth a whole lot more. Their eggs are worth a lot more. You can sell their fertilized eggs for a lot more. You can sell them as hatching eggs. Like, you can really blow up with. But first, before you buy expensive animals, make sure you have a safe way to keep them. So if you do cheap animals to start practicing with.
I'm sorry, I just saw my new favorite as coffee name.
What's that?
Drool Fuel.
Drool Fuel. That's pretty good.
I love it. That's good. That's good.
All right, let me take a break and catch up on the super chats.
The yellow one was first. Yep.
Question about your coffee. Bought some a couple months ago. Haven't had a chance to use it. How long will it last? Love your vids. Look forward to them every day. That's a good
Assuming
question.
it's not even open.
It's best within. If it's still sealed, it's best within. You want it to rest, but it rested in shipping. Like the first 48 to 72 hours, you want it to just sit. The next 2 to 3 weeks, prime time to use it, particularly for espresso. If you're doing drip coffee, you can go a little bit longer. That being said, all the coffee at the grocery store is 6 months old or older.
It's going to be good. You're still going to like it more
Yep.
than store coffee. I promise, because I've done the same thing.
And if you really think it's stale, cold brew it. It's one of the most forgiving ways of brewing coffee.
Cold brew is amazing. Amazing.
That is amazing. We'll be doing some here soon, I do believe. But yeah, that is a great question. It's still good coffee. It's going to be better than what you get at the store. It's just not going to be.
You're just not getting the.
It's just not the peak freshness and the peak experience.
Yeah,
of
you're
the
not getting the
coffee.
full experience. That's the word I was looking for. The
Yeah.
full experience of fresh roast coffee. But you'll still enjoy it, I guarantee it.
Yep. Now you really enjoy your vids, following along. Thanks for everything. You're welcome. He's the most adorable little guy on the whole planet. I love him so much. Me too. Greetings from Germany. Love your content a lot. Maybe get a fine German sausage for Minion. Dog suitable. He will definitely enjoy it. And from one Nate to another Nate. Enjoy your content. Keep doing what you do. Thank you. Awesome. All right. A couple questions related to stuff. What about rabbits? Same thing that I just said about chickens. Start with a certain type of rabbit, whatever's cheap, easiest to, maybe most forgiving to raise. Spend a year with them, learn the animal, and then get more expensive ones. If you're selling them for meat, like there's like the Flemish Giant line, which is like much bigger rabbits.
Large, huge. Flemish Giants are huge.
You could do show rabbits and sell them on the internet to all over the place, and it just, if you're gonna raise livestock,
Bring back the
it's a
lucky
lot of
rabbit's
work.
foot.
If you're gonna raise livestock, it's a lot of work, and get livestock that's far more valuable, and then sell it, and it'll turn a bigger profit. Even like some plants, just do way more. Yeah, like ginseng comes to mind because that's what everybody talks about. But that's like a 7 year.
You can't even.
It's like a 7 year investment from when you start till you when it's like big enough to harvest to even be worth anything.
Right.
That being said, go for it. But people love to dig ginseng, so if you have trespassers, they might run off with it.
Well, if you like to garden and can, and there's all kinds of like farmers markets and flea markets and little places that you can go sit on a
Baked
Sunday
goods.
afternoon or a Sunday afternoon bake sales. Yep, where you can just sell stuff.
Yep, there's a lot of just try like a lot, and when something just isn't working out and you have like 4 other things you're trying at the same time, the things that are looking the most promising, paying the best, push on those a little harder, and don't be afraid to like just quit one thing. Like, you've been selling heads of lettuce to the local restaurant for however long, and it's just not paying good, and it's a pain in the neck. Well, move on to something else.
Yeah.
Have something else in the plan already. Just tried your coffee, so good. That's awesome. Scott here. What about trying cattle? I know they go for around 2-3K a piece, but beef crazy expensive nowadays. Anything one would feed you for a year. Yeah, and cattle's a great
one.
great thing to get into. I don't know if I personally will or not, but I would do the same thing. Start out with, particularly in your area, like what kind of cattle do the people have around you? Like, because there's probably other farmers, and go with maybe just try to buy 1 or 2 off of them and start that way. Depending, like if I did cattle here, I'd have to put up hay for them for a number of months out of the year. And that either means a lot of walking around the field with a scythe, gutting it all and raking it into like old style like hay stacks, or buying a tractor, using diesel to acquire. So like that's kind of it. So if you have the capital to put into the equipment to do it a conventional way and just like run a small tractor and do your own hay and hay bales and all, that's really cool. But it's hard to pay that off.
Somebody says we need to put the chat in slow mode.
It is in slow mode. 20-second slow mode, but there's
1,300 people in here.
1,300 people in here. So
yeah, when it's not on slow mode, you don't have a chance to write anything.
No.
Or read anything anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Half a cow feeds a family of 3 or 4 for a year? No.
Maybe if you have a lot of other stuff. I don't know, depends how beef hungry you are.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much beef you eat.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, I don't think a half a cow would feed you and I for a year.
I think it would.
You think so?
I mean, what is half a cow? 700 to 900 pounds? That's
I
a
guess.
pound a person a day.
Depending
That's
on how
actually
much
pretty significant. Half a
guess
cow's
it's
pretty
possible. Yeah, I guess it's possible.
big. Now, what'll probably happen is you're 6 months through and you ate all the steak and you ate all this and you ate all that, and then you have 6 months of ground beef and whatever cuts you don't really like. But if you're
What's wrong
hungry,
with
you'll
ground
eat
beef?
it. Nothing. Unless you were hoping
I'll
for
just
filet
brown
mignon.
ground beef and put salt and pepper on it and eat it out of a bowl. I'm okay with that.
All right, that's cool. I want milk and cinnamon, but hey, to each their own.
Well, you have to get your own.
Please don't put milk and cinnamon on ground beef, guys.
That's what he's getting next. Browned ground beef with milk and cinnamon.
It's not looking good for me, guys. Not looking good. All right. Got your coffee a few days ago. It's good. It's good. That's good. I can't say it's good. It has to be that's good. I just can't say.
Because you've always said it that way.
I've always said it that way. I can't help it. Guard Dog Coffee for As Coffee. Hey, y'all, keep up the great vids. How do you do your coffee? I do it a number of ways. What I default to is a latte or espresso. Cold brew, I absolutely love cold brew. Just, I'm too lazy to make it most of the time. It takes like 8 to 12 hours before it's ready to.
But it takes all of 3 minutes to put it together.
Yeah, it's very easy to put it
hours.
together, yes.
Yeah.
But I want cold brew now when I think of it, and then it's like, well, I can't. And then I never think about tomorrow. I might want cold brew, so I never make it.
I want cold brew now. Well, you know what? If earlier when I said, hey, let's make cold brew, tomorrow, 12 hours from then, you could have been like, hey, I want cold brew now. And I could have been like, oh, hey, guess what? We've got some.
Uh-huh. I was very picky. I wanted maple cold brew. And then the sap didn't flow today.
Yeah, you can only make one. Can't make 2 kinds.
Oh.
It's not allowed.
But I did make. I didn't really make it. Maple candy.
He made it.
Kinda. We made it. We stirred it and stuff. Buttered things. Oh, man. All right, man. I got to get through these super chats so I can get back to the whole topic thing.
Do we buy groceries? Yes, we buy groceries.
We do.
Every 7 to 10 days.
Yep. And once I'm done building the homestead, I want to focus more on being more food self-sufficient. But while I'm actively trying to build and get everything going, it'd just be too much. The things most other homesteaders often want when bartering. It just depends. Most homesteaders, especially starting out, only have so much stuff. So, well, most homesteaders have chickens, you know, some may have rabbits, and some other ones may just have a bigger garden. And so it just kind of depends. Most of the things homesteaders really want to barter with is things they are unable to produce or grow themselves. Um, for example, some homesteaders aren't that good at working on vehicles. I would become included in that. So another homesteader may be very good at that. So I was a carpenter. Another homesteader might have been a mechanic. Definitely swap
Barter
skills.
trades.
Labor trading is huge. Ryan, thanks for the super chat. Smoke, drink alcohol around on the homestead. I'm totally sitting here drinking a beer. I used to have do the cigarette thing.
No margaritas out here, though.
No. So going, y'all. Nate, why don't you eat pork? I'll have to make a video sometime again, because it's just easier to throw it out in a video and put it there. We thought about making That's Good into merch. I have coffee cups.
There's a That's Good sticker on the website right
There
now.
it is.
But yes, we've got some other things we need to get it on. If
No,
it's on there.
I don't have any sitting right here. Those are other ones.
Oh, you know what? We don't anymore.
We sold out of those, didn't we?
Yep, we sold out of those and went with the other 2 new ones. I lied. I'm sorry. There's no more That's Good.
We'll get
out there.
something back.
You need it. It needs to be on a coffee mug.
It does.
It totally needs to be on a coffee.
It's been
mug.
on a coffee mug for a couple of years.
It's okay.
But yeah. Yep. It's a good place for it. Kind of music gets played on the homestead. Not a whole lot, because it seems like I'm constantly filming. But I like to play folk metal, and she likes, what do they call it, alternative rock, or you just like all music?
I'm pretty open to most music.
Yeah. Can't wait to be on your level. Thanks, guys, for the super chat. All right. Let me see. What else do I want to go on? What questions do you guys have specifically related to making money on a homestead? But really, it just depends what's available to you and what your skill level is. And
What you'd like to do, you might not even want to do something your skill level is up to.
Yeah, true.
You might be burnt out on that.
Definitely.
Decide you want to do something else.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you're good with animals and you like a particular animal, there's almost always a more expensive.
And time consuming. It's more laborious when you have animals, I think.
Oh, for sure. But if you want to go the animal route, get something that's worth a lot, because, you know, you may as well be selling. If you're going to do it with an animal, you may as well be selling it for as much money as possible. Ever miss working a 9 to 5? I worked a 9 to 5 for like 9 years, I guess. It wasn't always 9 to 5. It was more like 7 to whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they necessarily mean 9 to 5. I think they mean a full-time job.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been self-employed for over 10 years. So I've only been homesteading for not quite 4 years yet. So a 9 to 5 thing is kind of, that being said, this is the first year. Last year is the first year in a decade I'm going to receive a W-2. It's just from my own company, though.
What's the best way to start getting farming chickens? My guess, and I'm not much of a homesteader, would be you need a chicken or an egg. And a coop and some feed and some water.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, if you're totally new to it, start out with a few chickens, a coop, and just
See how it goes.
learn as much as you can about them and ask other people. It's probably the best bird to start out on, even though I don't really care for chickens. I would still recommend anybody inexperienced to start with a chicken. There's more help out for chickens than there is any other variety of bird.
You want some water? Get your bowl. Get your bowl. Oh, there's water in there.
Ever fear someone may sneak on your property and avoid being detected by ads? No, I don't. It's possible, but I'm not concerned.
I don't think
with
you
it.
can be undetected by ads. I try to sneak out there to pee in the middle of the night, and the next thing I know, he's in my face, and I'm like, whoa.
He's literally just sitting out there waiting for something slightly out of the ordinary.
Any noise. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't bark at any noise, but he's very aware.
He knows.
He's very aware.
Yep.
Mince. Comes.
We need Lord.
Ups.
Minion. He's
Ups.
coming. He's coming.
There he is.
Alex sent a super
Hi,
chat.
buddy. Hi. Did you come say hi?
The egg came
Come say hi to
first.
me. Come say hi to me. Yes. Come say hi to me. Oh, yes.
Oh, let's see.
You're such a sweet boy. Yeah, it's a minion. It's a minion.
What's the minimum you all gotta bring in?
Oh, that was a crack.
I don't even know anymore
Your old bone
because,
cracking?
like, I keep adding more expenses based on what they can do to. So, I mean, basically, I keep increasing my overhead, so it keeps increasing the need for funding. However, everything I've added, I think I can say everything I've added has actually increased the income. So it's just snowballing through. Of course, it has to stay that way, or I'll have to start downsizing. But do you roast your own coffee? I do. The coffee available on my website is not roasted by me. I don't have a commercial kitchen. And when I get some massive order from a weekend, which happened recently, instead of homesteading, I would be like roasting coffee 24/7 like crazy.
Out of our minds.
Shipping, boxing, labeling, it's like, oh no, this person ordered 5 days ago. I didn't get it to them in time.
Roasted to your specifications.
It is. It's roasted to my specifications by a very qualified roaster who's a friend of mine. And it's good stuff. And he has the ability and the facility to actually get it to you quickly. Thanks for the super chats, guys. Another one with the pork. I've done videos on it in the past. I might have to do one again sometime. Where do you buy coffee to roast? That is, surprisingly to me, a very common question. I get it from all kinds of different places, but there's basically coffee distributors in the US that buy multiple pallets from coffee farms. They bring it in, bag it small. By small, I mean like sometimes 50 pounds. I think like, I forget. It's not even in English measurements or American measurements. I forget how big like the sacks of coffee actually are. They're huge. They're like 200 pounds or something.
Have you guys ever seen one of those big burlap bags of peanuts? It's like that. It's like a great big huge burlap bag full of green coffee beans.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Want to start homesteading and rescue rehab wildlife. What's the cheapest state to start in? I don't really know. I would say West Virginia is one of the cheaper states for sure. There are others. Just about every state that's cheap to
That's your tongue. Leave it
buy
in.
land and start with is a state with not a great economy. So keep that in mind.
It's just your tongue. It's just your tongue. You're choking on.
Is it possible to go full self-sustainable, only using savings and maybe working a job in town for some time? Yeah, I mean, you can do just about anything. If you cut your expenses way back, then your income doesn't have to be so extreme. Then you have more time. And yeah, leaving Pennsylvania ASAP. I happen to also leave Pennsylvania almost 4 years ago now. Yeah, I wanted to stay there. Had a great customer base, thriving business, and every time I did the math, it made more sense to move to get the land I wanted. My wife is beautiful, all due respect. Thank you.
What's in your beard oil?
All the ingredients are on the website, and each beard oil is slightly different. However, they have all the same base ingredients. All right. Any other questions before we move on? Just a Q&A, which we kind of sort of morphed into. Any more questions related to income on a homestead? Because if you got them, I'm here for it. If not, I'll move on. Taste as his breed need. I love his attitude and temperament, but I want to raise one to be as happy as fulfilled as possible. I'm not really sure. And the reason I say that, you could keep him in a somewhat small space as long as you give him the interaction and mental stimulation and exercise that he needs. He needs mental stimulation almost all the time. Guarding livestock 24/7 is great mental stimulation. As far as how much room he actually needs, probably doesn't need that much.
Somebody said, what about making products for dogs? Totally could.
Definitely. Find anything unique or niche, like if you're able to have fun with it and
And
go.
if it's an all natural dog product type thing and it's something that you can grow or forage yourself, even better. Even better.
Definitely. And I would be making my own products here and having a blast with it if I wasn't also on social media and didn't get hit with surges that just make it impossible to homestead and run a business. Minion sweaters.
You could breed dogs. You could totally breed dogs.
You can breed dogs.
Get the right breeds for sure.
Same
with any other animals. Like
it's the same
breed and
same thing like I said with animals before, and like as is a Turkish Boz Shepherd, it's a good example of shooting for the highest thing. Sure, you could grab random mutts, throw them together, and get $500 puppies to sell, or I believe most Boz are somewhere between $3,500 and $5,000 per puppy. So, real world numbers, like if you know how to keep dogs alive, you're good with them and the breed and everything. Why in the world would you do something that doesn't sell for much when you can shoot for the top of the market? Especially if you get something like a Turkish Boz Shepherd, not very common. So people that want them are seeking them out. So if you just get your name out there online, pictures of puppies and stuff, sure, you're going to have to work with somebody from 6 states away, but hey, you know. I mean, that's what happened with me. I was looking for one of 2 breeds, and I was looking up the Boz. It was the one I preferred, and I found a guy in Colorado. After calling a guy and talking to another guy and talking to another guy, got his info. So I found him.
Some of the questions above are ridiculous. That's what happens when you've got almost 1,800 people asking questions.
Right. What is with all the OnlyFans comments tonight?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I
haven't even seen one. That's funny.
Well, one came in a super chat.
Oh, you've been reading them. I've been ignoring them.
Yep. Yeah, that's funny. I've been getting comments too. And the funny thing is, we have an OnlyFans. It's just not.
It's not based on what you would think an OnlyFans would be based on.
It's like you could take those pictures and post it to Facebook, and it would meet all the guidelines and be fine. Like.
So let's clear this up for YouTube because this was huge last week too. Everybody wants to know your status on weed.
I want to know my status on weed.
Oh my gosh, the comments last week and this week, like, just yeah. I guess maybe we've never covered that on YouTube before.
Nope. Yeah, no, we can do that. Now it's only G-rated pictures on OnlyFans.
Nate does not partake in the smoking of Mary Jane. He is not judgmental. He just prefers not to. He doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just like a lot of people will drink a couple beers and not like it and be like, I'm not drinking. I
They're
don't
not
like to
beer.
drink alcohol. He just doesn't like it.
Nope.
But he has nothing negative to say about anybody else who does. He's not judgmental that way. So,
For sure. You guys can all do what you want. It's not my thing. Rough Dog makes an indestructible ball that floats and it's very bouncy. I have two Mastiff mixes. Haven't been able to scratch them. Az would love it. Well, that's cool. I don't know that he would play with a ball much. It's livestock guardian dogs don't play fetch. They literally don't understand. Like you could train them to, but
he
like
gets excited when you throw it. He gets excited to like chase after it, but he doesn't want to bring it back and he
like
doesn't want to play
and
with it. He just wants to tear it up.
there's people that have tried to teach livestock guardian dogs to play fetch and the dog doesn't really see a reason or motivation to do it. So like you might get them to when they're a puppy and then eventually they're just like, I'm trying to watch for coyotes here. Why are you coming out here with a stupid ball? What are you, two? Like
Yeah.
it's just yeah. You hope to reach a point where you don't have to rely on the outside world for anything if needed. How much of a prepper would you say you are? I mean, I don't really. That whole term has come to being something like I'm not even sure what anymore. But um, I mean, I do stockpile certain things, um, sugar, salt, like things I just cannot produce easily. Um, beyond like, yeah, and as far as like hoping to reach a point where I don't have to rely on the outside world, like as long as nothing like the sun doesn't quit shining or something, like I'd be fine out here if I didn't interact with anyone else. Probably my life quality of life would like go way down, and I'd find myself only eating venison and foraged mushrooms, and but I could do all that. I just don't want to. So there's no glory for me in being like, hey, I'm self-sufficient. I don't need anybody. And then I can sit here alone on my rock and be like, well, this is overrated. It was a lot more fun in the movie I saw. If that makes sense. How's your feels on guns? I'm not even totally sure what that means, but
What's your thoughts on guns?
I think so. Um, they're a useful tool, particularly for somebody in the homesteading lifestyle. Roman sent a big super chat. Thank you. Gold Aspen sent a super chat. Or is that like a super sticker? I don't even know. I don't know the terms. All of Minion bobblehead for store. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Buying a homestead. Thank you for the offer input. You're welcome. Oh, get the chat back going again. Inspired you to start YouTube. I had a dream, a vision, and I was excitedly came on this platform to tell everybody about it about, I don't know, maybe 4.5 years ago or something. Telling everybody all my plans and everything. And then I moved here and started making some videos and doing some stuff and some lives. And I got myself up to 160 subscribers. And then I said, this isn't going anywhere. So pretty much quit. Went over to TikTok. Made a couple short form videos. My account hit 100,000 in the first 3 weeks of beginning to make TikToks. And I didn't come back to YouTube until they got the short format back, or until they adopted the shorts. That's just how it was, and I learned a whole lot about making content in the couple of years I was absent from YouTube. Saying, once again, Gold Aspen, appreciate it. All the way.
Minion's over here laying down. I had him on my lap. He doesn't really want to be held.
Last one, I'm tired. Any 1911 or any revolver. Yeah, I like a wheel gun. Not into the 1911. I might have a 44 mag somewhere. Actually, if you go watch my long format content,
You
just go
might.
back far enough, you will find the exact one in a video. It's there. It's there. I should do an update on that, but of course they limit the monetization ability of such videos, which is fine. But I'm going to put effort into creating one. Like, why not get paid for it, right? Percentage of your time do you devote daily chores versus YouTubing versus other revenue streams? Probably most of the time is towards social media revenue streams at this point. I want to get to a point where I have enough to fund out my plans for what I want the homestead to look like. And I should be able to flip flop it back around, and then I'll just do social media for, I don't know, just because I probably don't know what else to do at that point, because it'll just be my habit.
Whoa.
Hey, Sandus Turner, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Has a woman ever cheated on you? And you guys are all over the place with the questions. You guys should crack me up. Like, never just look at the chat and wonder where
They
did
want to
that
know
come
all
from.
about you, Nate.
Apparently.
All about you.
Apparently.
When did you shower last? That's a
Right?
TikTok question. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's crazy.
But you know what? Since you've put the shower in videos and everybody knows there's a shower, do you notice that has stopped?
It has.
It was when you were in the camper and nobody realized you had a freaking shower in the camper.
Right.
That, oh my gosh, they went absolutely nuts about that.
They did. That was funny.
I never known so many people to be so concerned about people's showering habits.
Right. New viewer here. What city, state are you in? If you could move your homestead somewhere else, where would it be and why? I am in West Virginia, in Roane County. And I looked all over the country and asked myself that question 4 years ago. And I chose West Virginia. So I did. Disrespected. 1911s deserve more love. Good nights.
You've been told.
I've been told. Hey, it's an awesome. I got no disrespect for it. I just do not have one, and not sure
Oh
that
my
they
gosh.
really hold up to the mud and grime and stuff, as well as possibly something with a wheel.
Do you consider yourself a cowboy? That's the next one.
The next one.
I love this.
Cowboy.
And have you ever been on a bucking bull?
No, I've never ridden on
But
it.
as soon as we get into a bar where they've got a mechanical bull, I'm getting him on it.
I have, however, ridden a cow, kind of. She's losing her mind. Anyway, I'm working on this barn as a contractor, and there's a bunch of cows. There's a bunch of cows, and I am on 2 sections of scaffolding, and somehow this cow maneuvers itself into the scaffolding and starts moving back and forth and bumping it around. And I basically bailed off of it before that thing freaked out and lost it.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
It was a little bit scary.
That was a good question.
That was a good question. It was an even better answer, apparently.
It was.
Overrated. Walk past a dog Said he looks like Minion. My daughter, who I'm visiting, lives in a different state. I said, yeah, he does. We looked at each
Oh,
other.
they both knew.
And we
I
all
love
looked at
that.
each other and laughed. We love Lord. Oh, that's
Oh, that's
awesome.
awesome. That's
That's
way
so
cool.
cool. That's
We've gotten other stories from people about how Nate has caused connections or whatever between family members. We'd love to hear those.
yeah, that's really
That's
cool.
way cool.
That's really cool. You feel like homesteading has brought up different relationship struggles that wouldn't be a norm? I don't think so. Like nothing.
No,
No,
probably
like I mean,
less. Actually,
probably. I mean, yeah. Well, I'm just trying to think. Like, I've got an outhouse far away. I guess you could like yell and scream that the outhouse is too far and you can't handle it. Guess that would be a thing. But you haven't done that, so.
And then you would have to be mad at me for being upset about that, and me be mad at you for being mad at me in order for there to be a fight and cause struggles in a relationship.
Right.
Like, for us to let the outhouse become a struggle in our relationship would be really silly on our part.
It would, yeah. So like, I mean, there's no matter what life you live, there's always something difficult, annoying, whatever. Like, but
It's gonna
homesteading is just different, difficult, or annoying, and it's just
it's gonna depend on the people too. If you're not okay being in an enclosed space or like, so Nate and I are out here every single day. I go into town every 7 to 10 days to get groceries. Sometimes he goes with most of the times he doesn't. It's perfect quiet time for him, but we're okay being on this land and in this space together 24/7, day in and day out. It works for us. It's okay. It may not work for everybody, and in that case then you just need to come up with something different so that you get your space. Some people wouldn't be okay with not like having friends or somebody social to hang with at least a few times a week. It might not
Yep.
work for you like this.
for sure. But like, I mean, we knew each other like
We didn't get
before
the
we moved
opportunity
in,
to
and
spend
like
time together like we
we
wanted
didn't.
to.
No,
Like,
we really didn't.
we were really looking forward to this extra time together.
And it's been what is it like
2 months almost.
3 months?
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
almost 3 months. Yeah, 2.5.
Or
December to February.
mid-December, in January.
Yeah, it's been just over 2 months.
Yeah, just over. Yeah, no, it's
Like we're not like, oh my god, we've been
like
here for
we've
8 weeks
been
together.
we've been like we've been in here long enough that if we were just gonna not be
wasn't
able
gonna
to
work,
do
it would
300
be- we
square
would've done
feet, we'd
it.
already like we'd have
Yeah.
figured that out. Um, Rudy Jones, thanks for joining the Narrowway supporter. Appreciate it. Love the videos. Roman Thomas says, thank you. Enjoy your content. Scott, thank you. Where else am I? Will Minion make more little minions? I don't think so. It would be really, really cool, but I'm really crazy about not being into promoting genetics that aren't the greatest, and he's got some genetic issues I just wouldn't want to put onto another generation. Yeah. Still need help with the mini split system. I don't believe so. I believe I have that wrapped up. Actually, I got a lot of inquiries about that. It's been a while since I made a video reaching out for a professional to help out with something, and I probably had half the following or less since I did it. And yeah, there was a significant amount of people reached out to help out.
What's it doing?
Gives me a break. Somebody asked something about my eye. Yeah, my eye is totally bugging me. I've got like a whole sty thing. It's been bugging me for long enough that
It's time to do something.
I gotta go to some eyeball doctor about it.
And take him to a voodoo doctor.
Mm-hmm. I'm in a wheelchair and using the bathroom sucks. Have you thought about how you will access your outhouse as you age and have decreased mobility? That's a really good question. Um, I have, and I'm still building my homestead, and that outhouse is going to be a permanent part of the homestead, but it's not going to be the only bathroom here. Inside my house, when I actually build it, will be some type of bathroom. Will it be an incinerating toilet? Will it be a regular septic system bathroom? Will it be a composting toilet? Will it be some funky, weird design that I've had in the back of my mind for like 2 years on how to integrate an outhouse to be an inside bathroom without stinking? Possibly. Um, so, yeah. By the time I age, if I haven't gotten a house built with another bathroom and altered all kinds of stuff to be ready for that, um, yeah, I don't know. I failed as a homesteader then. Good question, though. I'm 38, and if I can't get a ridiculous amount of stuff accomplished over the next 5 years, then yeah, I don't know what happened. Hey, friends. Type all hail Lord Minion in the chat. Nate loves when we do this. When I do this, oh my gosh.
What are we doing?
Uh,
All hail Lord Minion.
all hail Lord Minion. Just a Mookie joined Airway supporters. Thank you. Michael asked, "Have you ever considered a pellet stove?" Not really. I don't think they're much less work than. That being said, the experience I have with them is an engineer owns one, and he built this whole hopper thing so he can like pour his pellets in from the outside, and they go into the storage thing, and then you can open the thing, and then you can get it out easily from the inside, and it's stored like at good humidity. And like I do less work for firewood than I would setting all that up and doing all that and carrying bags everywhere and storing them properly. Like hopefully that makes sense. And I have abundant trees everywhere, so I don't have to buy wood. Plan on ever breeding as? Quite possibly. Once he gets 2 years old, I will get him health tested and see where he's at. Sell coffee pods. I do not sell coffee pods. Build some yurts and rent them out. That'd be fun. Except for I'm an introvert and I like to be off by myself in the middle of the woods. They got your lip ring. It's dumb. Well, just because it's dumb, like, I'm sorry this lip ring doesn't have much
Hey.
intelligence. Like, look, the lip ring really isn't that smart. They're right about that. It is not intelligent. It has not gone to college. It has not even passed high school. No, but just because it's dumb doesn't mean it shouldn't exist. Like, it's okay. Not everything has to be intelligent.
Kind of like that comment.
Uh,
Wasn't a very intelligent comment.
no,
think
they
we could
worded
have all
it in
gone
such a
without
way
it.
I like got to have fun with it. Instead of they could have just said you look dumb with a lip ring, and then I wouldn't have had any fun. It'd been like, oh,
Then
I
would
can't have fun with that
Then
comment.
I really would have been offended.
Yeah. Well, they said it that way, and then I could have fun with it. I'm pretty happy they typed it, honestly.
Oh.
It's basically like looking at
Lip
this.
ring's dope. That's right, Gavin. That's right.
It's like looking at the sky and saying, "That's not red. How stupid." Like,
Oh, the trolls got to eat too, though. We got to
They
feed
do.
them. You
They
got to
do.
feed them once in a while.
Every once in a while. Every once in a while. Their way, smart lip ring coming soon. There we go. I could get a smart lip ring. We just gotta get technology
Oh my
a little
god,
bit
that would
smaller.
be so funny.
Wait till I film everything with my lip, and I'll be like, I'll be talking as I film, and the camera will be going up and down.
Instead of your mouth moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. On second thought, that's probably a terrible plan. Make everybody dizzy.
It is awesome. I agree.
Any advice to start homesteading? Love your videos. My whole channel is low-key advice on how to start homesteading, and you're watching me start a homestead. I'm not 4 years into it yet. And I have a much grander scheme and started more primitively than most people do. So it's taking me longer to, but not really. A lot of homesteaders take 20 years and they really don't get much of anywhere, honestly. I've visited a lot of homesteads. I feel really good about where I'm at. Almost 4 years in. Can Jen braid the beard? Please say that's good. That's good. And she can braid in the beard, and she will again. She's done it before. Would you get a loan for that much land? I have 100 acres. It costs just slightly over 100,000. And I bought it, sold my house, used the money I sold my house to pay it off, and there I was. I only had a mortgage for not even a year, and then I got divorced and had all kinds of nonsense happen, and then I remortgaged it, and I paid it off again, like, I don't know, 6 months ago. Maybe not even. Anyhow. Minion. Dude, the minion is Lord. Or is he? I don't know. Is that like a movie quote?
What's this say?
Dude, the minion
So
is.
I think it
Lord,
means
or is
so. A minion is Lord, or is he?
he? Oh,
Yes, he's Lord Minion.
he's Lord Minion.
Hmm. He's got his own certificate.
He does.
He's like really a lord.
Yeah, according to some
He owns
scam
a piece,
internet
he has
company.
some kind of piece of land or something in somewhere.
Scotland, I think. Pretty cool. Your lip ring is a member of Mensa. Screw 'em.
That's right.
What livestock for grass, forest, land, 1 acre?
Like to keep it down? Probably goats.
Not many goats on an acre. And you gotta buy hay in the wintertime or goat feed or something. I've had people tell me geese work really well for.
To keep your grass down?
I believe.
Really?
I believe it's geese. It might depend on
Maybe
the
guinea pigs.
goose. Yeah, that would work.
Throw guinea pigs out there in like a chicken tractor.
I think I'd have to look it up for sure, but yeah, I mean, other than that, like you could get a mini cow or a couple goats, a couple sheep. It's a bunch of options. That's a weird super chat to send, but thanks for the super chat.
They want to hear you read it.
I know they do.
And not enough
no
zeros
doubts.
on there, hey?
Yeah, pretty much. How many zeros? 2 zeros, and it's after a decimal point. Actually, I really don't want to say it. I'm trying to think how many zeros I'd be okay with. Probably $5,000. I'd do it for $5,000.
You'd say it out loud for $5,000?
I would. There's probably like 1 or 2 people that would like think about maybe sending 500. They'd at least cross their mind, but as long as I say $5,000,
$5,000, you're
it's way
safe.
too much. Yep. No crowdfunding it either.
Oh,
Person.
crowdfunding is totally fair.
Crowdfunding is not
Crowdfunding
fair.
is fair. Yes, it is.
It is not.
Why?
Because it says not
Does
fair.
it make it any less than $5,000 if it's funded?
No.
Look at, they're already adding. We're $7 in, guys. 4,493 to go.
You all are crazy. Fellow West Virginia here. Love the stuff. Keep it hot. What the thanks?
Awesome.
Love you guys. Name the ads coffee the Guardians grounds. I literally need 10 coffees for him because there's like 10 names I've read that are phenomenal. Yeah.
I have my favorite.
She has her favorite. Ooh, someone start to fund. Oh my goodness. Why don't you have horses? Let me ask you, what is it that I should do with horses? Shadrach asked that. What is it that I should do with horses? Because I'm assuming you think I should do something with horses, or I should have horses because X, and I'm curious what your reason is. Saber needs a coffee. I thought about that. Um, I don't know. Like, yeah, like he should be like
Saber the flavor.
he should totally be memorialized in coffee or something.
Saber the flavor.
Saber the flavor. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. That is pretty good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Franks and beans.
Franks and
That's what I was
beans.
gonna tell him to say.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen that movie yet, though. There's something about Mary. I've been telling you about it. I've told you about a couple different scenes in it, but I don't want to ruin it for you.
Right. I know you live on private land, and a lot of it. Are you ever concerned about privacy, or either an unruly neighbor, or disgruntled audience member potentially finding where you live to cause havoc? Worried about it? Not really. More like expecting it to happen sooner or later and
Prepared.
prepared for it. It is a potential side effect of being exposed to nearly 8 million people across all social media platforms. Sweet Guardian coffee. Do you sell to Australia? No, not yet. I really do want to get my products international. We are working
It's
on it.
so hard to get just
been
the
a struggle.
beard care over there. Getting consumables is going to be
Getting consumables. Coffee will be the
and
hardest.
really I'm more worried like there's so much involved in it. I'm more worried about like screwing it up to the point where it's like screwed up for you guys or screwed up for us, and it's just it gives me severe anxiety.
Luke says, "Have my money," and send a $5 super chat. Well, thank you. That's hilarious. Balls and Wieners is from Chuck and Larry. Adam Sandler.
How Balls and
Kelvin
Wieners
James.
is Franks and
Movie
Beans is from-
hilarious. All right then, whatever you say.
Oh, well, it's Adam Sandler. It's got to be funny.
I said it in a sentence, by the way.
I'm pretty
So
sure I've seen it. Oh, did you?
I
Did you
did.
say it?
I did. I saw
You
the
did, you
sentence, and
read
I'm
it.
like, you know what?
I can lead right into that.
I can go into that. I can do that. All right, guys. Everybody's saving up $5,000 for it. You can forget about it.
Do you have any thoughts on
Keep your
trapping
money.
feral hogs in Texas?
Managing feral hogs in Texas. I do have some thoughts on that.
Targets. I know exactly where his mind went.
Nighttime thermal optics.
It's like I'll come out, manage them for a
Right.
night.
Right, right. Yeah. I do have a thermal optic coming in addition to various thermal cameras I do already have, but an actual thermal optic. Will you be selling decaf coffee? Love your channel. I don't know. I do want to talk it over and see if that's a possibility. The problem is it's so expensive because the only decaf coffee I would be willing to do is processed with a process called the Swiss water process. Every other process is chemical, like it's just I personally don't want to drink it after learning more about how it's processed. Swiss water process is a much better way to remove the caffeine, give you a healthier product, and it's expensive. And it's difficult to roast too. Very difficult to roast. Like
'Cause
it
it's
can be
wet?
done. Huh?
Because it's wet?
No. They dry it back out.
So it's expensive because of the process.
It's expensive because of the process.
J-Lo made it back with her minion pics.
Right.
Nate's coffee is air roasted.
It is air roasted. Yes, it is. Plans on expanding products like truffles, wool, etc. Anyone else mind go to a video game all of a sudden?
What happened?
Any plans on expanding products like truffles, wool, etc.?
Oh. That's funny.
Jen deals with all the truffles and wool.
We've been playing Stardew Valley. A little much, obviously.
A little much. That was the first thing I thought of. Yeah, I have no plans for
No sheep.
wool, and if I did sheep, I would do hair sheep. And it's possible someday I might. It's like way
As
way
some
down on the
coffee.
list. As some coffee. Who put nails in your driveway? A very disgruntled individual. I know you guys want the tea, but I put out drama on social media as if it is able to benefit the situation, and if it's going to make the situation worse or not better, I refrain from putting it out.
And you didn't start the social media with this one.
No. How much to get started homesteading in West Virginia? Depends how much land you want to buy.
And is there a house on it? Is it developed? Is it not?
Yeah. I'd take a look at how much money you have and then go look at land that you want. And then when you decide that's too expensive, look at land that you could get by with. Look at what type of house you want, or if you're going to build your own, or if you're happy to pull a camper like I did. What kind of electric access is there? Are you going to do solar? And price everything out. And if you don't have enough money to do that, then go figure out how to make a bunch of money first and then come back and do that, because that's what I did. I knew what I wanted, and the moment I got enough funding to do it and have no debt, I jumped all over it. But as far as putting a dollar amount out, like mine was 150,000. That's what I had available to me. You can do it for 50, but you're not going to have the same type of homestead that I have, obviously. Minion coffee in again.
You prefer hot or cold sandwiches?
Generally hot sandwiches, but I'm a big fan of sandwiches in general. Like, yeah, like, I like sandwiches. When the minion uprising occurs, will you be okay? I hope I'll be okay. I'm hoping that minion will still consider me part of the team and allow me to participate.
Can you freeze coffee beans? You can.
You can. You have to watch and make sure that whatever else you have in your freezer doesn't eventually affect the flavor of the coffee, because that can happen. Obviously seal the bag up, but those one-way valves on the bags that keep the air from going in when you freeze them, I'm not confident how good they are at keeping air from transferring. But yeah, you can totally freeze them to preserve the freshness, and I've done it myself, and it does preserve the freshness over a certain duration of time, for sure. You guys ever find evidence of where Saber went? No, unfortunately, no evidence of any kind.
Okay, this is interesting. Love you guys. Rub a gold ring on your sty. It always works for me. I've never heard that before. Have you heard that?
No.
That's not gold.
I'll give it a try right
That's
now.
not gold. You goofball. It's not even silver or any kind of anything. I don't even have gold. This might be white. No, that's not white gold. That's sterling silver. I don't even have gold on me.
Where's the
Minion
gold?
has gold.
Minion does have gold. Minion has real gold.
I'll just put it in your eyes tonight before you go to sleep. And
It's flake gold. It's going to be awful.
I don't have any gold. It would be interesting to try, though.
I don't think I have any gold
At this point, he's
all,
willing to
other
try
than-
anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, remember how that syringe worked so good on the abscessed tooth?
I'm sleeping with Az.
I just have to have a steady hand so I don't.
Do not stick a needle in your eye, Nate.
Right, just the eyelid.
This guy literally had an abscessed tooth and was annoyed by it. So he took a sterile syringe.
Sterile.
It was sterile. directly out of the sterile packaging, stuck it in his gums, and pulled any fluid out he could. And I'm watching him in the mirror.
I felt so much better after that, although initially it was not fun. It was painful. It was very
He
painful.
even told the dentist he did it.
I did. He didn't say it was a bad idea. He just said it made sense. It probably relieved the pressure. I was like, yes, yes, it did.
Well,
That hurt like crazy. By Lord Minion, a nice treat. I will do that, Bandit official. What did you do about the nefarious nails in your driveway? I would be worried for months. Yeah, I didn't really do anything, but no response is a response, especially when my response wasn't truly no response. It was very subtle. Part of the response was putting it on social media.
he's a mad scientist. He's mad, all right.
Look, it hurt. Dennis couldn't get me till whenever, or it was a weekend, or I don't even remember.
It was the weekend, and he was at the point where he couldn't close his mouth to fully chew because it
Yeah, I couldn't
was
even like
hurting.
chew and stuff because that tooth like rose up and was hitting the other thing first, other tooth first, and I was like, no.
And then he put oregano oil on it, which burns. If you guys have ever tasted oregano
Cool thing is,
oil,
if you
it super burns.
sear the ends off of every nerve, it relieves pain.
All I know is if he didn't stop drooling, I was gonna send him outdoors with Az. The drool was great.
There were some issues. I was pretty desperate.
He was desperate enough that he had turned so I didn't have to see the pain on his face. I could tell he was hurting.
Yep.
Stick a needle in your damn jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yikes.
Yep.
Tyson,
thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Practical and effective. That's right. Oregano is better for earaches. I use it for sinus infections all the time. It's phenomenal. I love oregano oil. And it did absolutely dull the pain for like 15 minutes. To my surprise, I was just trying. I'm like, I have an infected tooth.
Well,
oregano oil is an antibiotic, and I was not expecting the pain relief.
Yeah, and he said the burning from the oregano oil before it relieved the pain was less than the pain of the tooth anyway. So he was just happy with himself. He was good to go, and I was like, buy some tuna and cheese to make a tuna melt. Yes, we love tuna melts.
Yes.
I made us tuna melts on everything bagels the other night. They were really good.
That was super good. I need to make another video with that hot jardinera stuff again. Like, I'm not sponsored by them anymore, but I like the stuff. And
I could get a small roast and make Italian beef with that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because instead of relish in tuna fish, use the hot, well, I guess it's hot muffaletta thing. I always forget which one's the finely chopped versus
That's muffaletta.
Yeah, it's way better than relish. It makes it spicy hot, and it's amazing. Any types of restaurants you guys miss from living in the city, like Mexican food, fast food, or something like that? We have access to some stuff, but it's not.
I miss having a really good Asian restaurant next to me. Like, I love Chinese food, but I have learned to make some Chinese dishes, so I don't totally miss out, but it's not quite the same as going to your fine.
And now that she's learned to make the
Favorite
Chinese
Chinese
dishes, I can't wait until she learns to make the Chinese food to put on. Sorry, total dad joke. I'm not sorry.
I know you're not. Why'd you look at me and say you're not sorry? They're the ones you apologize to. Don't tell me you're not sorry. I already know this.
Okay. All right.
I wish I was watching from Australia. Can I join you?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, goodness.
How long is she staying? Depends how many bad dad jokes I make in a row, I guess.
He's stuck with me.
Mm-hmm. And I couldn't be happier. Jen, you're so pretty. Give the dogs a pet for me.
Thank you.
There you go. Now you gave him a pet.
Oh, Minion is so zonked out. He's crashed out on his back, all four legs in the air, and his eyes are rolled back in his head. Oh, not anymore. He's like, you're talking about me?
Yep, you said his
I
name.
was talking about you.
He woke up.
I was talking about you. Yes, it was. You got your pets. I have to be your pets.
Lucky man, she's a beauty. Thanks.
You're getting your
Most
pets.
definitely. Finally caught you on live. Well, welcome. That's so cool you made it here.
Watching from the UK. I'd watch from there too. Yep.
Good dog, Nate. Thank you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Darn. Darn.
Watching from New Zealand.
That's really cool.
I love seeing where
What am
it
I
comes from.
drinking? I have no idea. I think it's cha something. Cha something?
I'm afraid to say it out loud. We might get banned.
No.
Chow Sung Thong.
That sounds.
Chow Sung Thong.
That sounds very Thailand.
Chow Sung Thong. Yeah. And yeah, you could totally take that wrong. We could be on the wrong channel for all of this.
Right.
But yeah. We need the beard braided. We need the beard braided.
Right. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do that.
You're watching
Rice
from
logger.
China. Wow. Hello. In Canada, West Virginia.
And favorite AC/DC song? Runaway Train. That's my favorite one. I think they came out with that one like.
Runaway Train is.
It's very new. Very new compared to like most of their songs.
I've never heard it. Runaway Train by AC/DC. I don't think.
Did you ever watch any of the Mad Scientist Nate videos? Every single episode had that song in it.
That's what it's called.
It might not be what it's
I've never
called.
seen
I have
those.
no
I don't know if
idea.
I've ever seen those videos.
All I know is he sings about Runaway Train.
I don't know if I've ever seen those videos.
Oh yeah? Inspired me to start a homestead in the Australian outback. That's really cool.
Sure.
Watching from Alberta, Canada. First time on a live from Valley, Alabama, close to Auburn. Cool.
Okay.
You clone and sell minion. That would be a real money making opportunity for sure.
All the money in the world plus $1.
Yep.
Plus $1, mins.
Mm-hmm. Somerset, UK. Very cool. Do you have a product that makes your beard grow better? Not really. There's companies that say they do, and I'm convinced they're all scams, and I'm not about to join them in the whole scamming. That being said, the beard oil will moisturize the skin underneath. It'll be healthier. Theoretically, healthier skin will grow hair faster. You'll get less split ends with healthier hair. Like, so theoretically,
But it's all natural, no additives.
yeah, like it's. Will it make it grow more? Like, maybe. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Like, it's for the health of your face, the non-itchy beard, the no beard dandruff, the nice, smooth, soft beard. Like, that's what it is. I'm sure I'd sell more if I told everybody it was Miracle Grow serum, but it's just not. So, still holding out hope for Saber. Any change in Dagger's behavior since Saber's been gone? Dagger has changed majorly in his behavior. Absolutely, he has. Yep, and there will be some videos coming up on some of that. But yeah, he has absolutely changed a lot of his behavior. The corporate clowning background music is my favorite. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I struggle really hard with demonetization and copyright issues when I use it now, because my videos just go out to so many different platforms, and they're all like different licensing agreements and different ways of handling copyright stuff, and it's just like most of my videos anymore have
Would you like to come
lost
up?
all
Would
the
you like to come up? Hey, what you looking for? Would you like to come
are
up?
the super chats disabled? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure not.
No, they're not.
I have recently
They're
gotten
not.
a few.
They're on there.
I need to know. Are you a Swiftie? I'll sub either way. So I didn't even know what a Swiftie was until like
I was gonna say.
a little bit ago, like a few days ago, maybe
You
a couple
claimed
weeks
to be.
ago. I did.
The
Oh,
other
yeah.
day in your video
In
with
that
the whole
video.
Taylor Swift won the Super
Right,
Bowl.
right. What's funny is before she got big, I had a friend whose nickname was Swiftie.
Yeah,
I wonder how much fun
that
people
is.
make fun
Of him now.
of him now.
Yeah.
He's a contractor like
He's
I
probably
was,
loving
like
it.
everybody.
He's probably loving it, eating it up.
Probably. Probably.
He's not a Swiftie. I don't think he could probably name a Taylor Swift song. However, there are Taylor Swift songs that if you played, he would say, "I've heard this before."
Yeah,
But
for
he
sure.
wouldn't be able to pick them out.
It's just not my style of music. Like, whatever. Like, what do you think of Parkersburg, West Virginia when you visited? I've liked it for the most part. I haven't been around it a lot, but how long have y'all been homesteading for? I've been homesteading for almost 4 years.
2 months.
And she's about 2 months. Far are y'all from town? About 30 minutes. I don't have the money to super chat. Well, that's okay. Just hang out here and say hi. I'll try to get to your comments, but you can see they kind of, you know,
Minion
roll on.
disappeared as fast as he appeared. Yeah, Minion is funny with the camera.
He is so funny with it.
I was laughing at him earlier today because Nate was trying to record a video and he had Minion on his lap, and the whole time Minion had this look on his face. His ears were pinned back, his eyes were just bulged out, and he's just staring at me across the room. And we figure that he thinks he was on live while Nate was recording the video because his demeanor just totally changed. He's not crazy about being up on our laps when the phone is on and he knows we're talking with people. It's funny. He's so funny
He's
about
so
it.
funny about the lives.
It's like he knows.
He just knows.
Like,
It's
look at him. He just gets stiff.
He just gets so
Yep.
funny. He just gets so like.
As soon as he knows that he's like the center of attention, yeah, he just. And the tail just going whack, 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 whack.
You're okay. You're on live. Oh, I know.
People wants to see you. They wants to see
He's
you.
pushing on my face. He's not even letting me. Oh, I think maybe he just wants to be the center of attention. He's like, get out of the
Look at him turn
camera.
his
I will
head.
not be seen with you.
Look at him turn
I
his
am
head.
Lord Minion.
It's all you, Mins.
It's all you, Minion.
It's your show. Tell the people. Hey, over
Ow,
here. Tell the
that's
people.
my like.
Tell them your stuff. Tell them all
Artery
your
and
stories.
stuff.
Tell them all
You
your
got
stories.
the stage, Minion.
Tell them all your stories. Make him talk.
You put a bruise on my neck. Listen.
Nate's gonna make you talk.
You talk
I have your tail.
and say thanks. I'm gonna get the Minion. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get the Minion. Gonna get him. Gonna get the Mins. Gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Rock and Roll Train by AC/DC. Hey, there we go. Thanks.
I was gonna say, Crazy Train was totally Ozzy.
OMG, I love him. Yeah, he's Minion. Like, I don't like invent these personalities and stuff for him. He literally just behaves a certain way, and then I just tell the story because, like, he's just Minion.
He has little eyebrows, and he totally lifts them and looks different, and
He does.
you can tell what he's thinking for sure.
Yup. Here. Let's do all things proper. Do not put your
Look at
nose
him.
in the air.
He's like, what?
You can't put your nose in the air. You have to keep your head like that.
Today, Dad.
You gotta keep your head just like that. It's like, I don't want to. But I will, because I'm supposed to. He's a good boy. Oh, he's such a good man.
He's a
Oh my
good
god,
boy.
he's so grouchy.
He is grouchy. That's how he was when you were doing that video earlier.
I
The
know.
look on his
he's-
face
he's-
was so
he's-
funny.
He's just like,
Yeah, just stiff as a board. Eyes
just like-
bulged out, ears back.
can't do
He's like,
nothing
just don't
with
want
him.
to,
He's
yeah.
like pushing and
As soon as we shut the live off and play with him in our lap, he will not be like this. He's so
Yeah.
funny. I don't know what it is.
you're so funny. You're so
He's
funny.
like, you're funny. You're talking to people who aren't even here.
Right?
But maybe he thinks we're crazy.
He might think we're crazy. Yep, he might. Crazy mans.
You look badass with that hat and glasses, they said. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Such a handsome boy. You're such a handsome boy. Yes, you are. Yeah, you're so handsome. Yeah. Everybody loves you. He's trying to get away.
Yep, he's like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh, yeah? Minion deserves to take, at least take 1, 2, maybe 2 planets. You need planets.
What's he doing?
You need planets. Do you need planets?
What's he doing to you? What's he doing to you? What's he doing, mans?
I'm talking to the weird box again. Do you miss construction? I miss parts of it. I enjoyed the work. I hated the business paperwork side of it all. What?
Minion is a
What?
pug beagle dachshund mix. No, pug chihuahua dachshund mix.
Oh, you reached too far back
Pug
in your brain for
chihuahua.
that one.
Yep, I went way too far back.
Oh my goodness.
We're 8 miles from town, but it takes about 25 minutes.
Looking at Jen like, help me.
Yes, he does that often.
Poor Minion.
Guinea Pigs Adventures. Hello.
Do you still have hopes for Saber? I mean, waning hopes, but I don't know. Not really. I'll be totally shocked if he shows up. But I hope I'm totally shocked.
You should get guinea pigs. I don't know what we would do with guinea pigs. That's just a lot of work for nothing, I think.
Pretty much.
I had guinea pigs as a kid, though.
Yeah. Do you love your dog? I do. I do.
Minion is a homie.
I like my dogs.
Minion is a homie.
Found your shorts. Thank you, algorithm. Your content's really good. Well, thanks. Love Minion. I have a Chiweenie at home. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Minion's awesome. Guinea pigs with Minion's minions. Minion has had guinea pigs before. He has. He was cool with them.
There's some videos on TikTok way back of Minion with guinea pigs.
Way back. You plan on getting it as a slow feeder? How frequently are the dogs brushed bathed? How much do your dogs shed? Well, ads should end up shedding come...
Probably won't be long.
Yeah, come spring. That'll be wild. I'm not going to get him a slow feeder. I believe in training dogs more than I do buying equipment to get out of training them. And how frequently are the dogs brushed, bathed? That just depends. Like, this is a homestead. Depends how nasty they get and what's happening. It's as needed basis. When's the coffee dropping? Probably as soon as I name it, it's good to go. I don't think I have, like, it's a very simple label change. I just have, I was just waiting for that video to hit every platform so I could look through the comments and pick a name. Love you train your cats and dogs and ducks. Me too. Makes it a whole lot easier when I train them. But neighbor update, there really isn't one. Other than, yeah, if I has no more issues, I'll not, yeah, there's no reason to go on about it. Oh man, sounds like my dachshund. I bet he does. Have you gone clean shaven? Not since I was like 18 years old.
Who was Saber? Saber is Nate's other cat.
Yep, Dagger's brother. You thought about guineas? I have thought about guineas. Well, not really. It's more been a dream. Well, actually, a nightmare. They're way too loud. I'm not involved with guineas. No guinea hens for me. No guinea hens
Yes,
for me.
lives every Sunday right here, YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep. Yep, that's it.
Yes, I will save you. I will save
You
you.
need saving.
I will save you. Look at him just staring at me.
He is. He's just like.
Oh, you need me to rescue you.
You need
Rescue
rescued.
the mins.
He's like, if you hold
Rescue
me,
Jen.
you're more likely to just let me go when I kick and wiggle, and then I'll get
It's
away.
funny. Sometimes when Nate wants him for something, like he
Just-
wanted him for something yesterday. As soon as Nate says Minion come, Minion comes running to me. I
Mhm.
thinks he's gonna be able to hide. I'm like, I can't keep you. I can't keep you from the rules.
Yeah, if he
No.
knows it's gonna be something that he might not like, he's like,
Oh, you were gonna put him on the scale. That's what it was.
yeah, He didn't
He
want to
didn't
be
like
weighed.
that. Yep.
It's funny because like
he just
he
gives me
never
this
cares
look,
about the
too.
scale, but
Well,
that
why would
time
he?
he just like was like, oh hell no, I want nothing
Yeah.
to do with the scale.
Yep. He comes
I'm
curls
like,
up in a ball by me and thinks he's gonna get saved.
like, get over here. I must weigh you. I need to know how much to feed you.
And you were good.
And you were
You
good.
were good. You didn't even have to diet.
And you didn't have to diet. There
No.
was no diet needed for Minion. He
You
was
got your
perfect.
full meal tonight. Yeah, you did.
He was perfect weight. We're right where we need to be. See, it was fine.
I don't know if you guys saw the video of them chewing on the bones, but he had so much fun with that the other day. He ate so much of it. He was just like a little round ball. I'm like, oh my god, he looked uncomfortable.
And I was like,
He was so bloated.
that was too much.
No, he's okay. We weighed him to see what he weighed all bloated out.
Yep.
And then
Maybe
weighed
he
him
was
now
embarrassed.
to
He
make
could have
sure
been
he was
embarrassed.
Okay. It was funny.
He could have been embarrassed. Need to be released. You need to head on out. Say bye to the people first.
Bye, guys. Bye. Later, y'all.
He's like, you're embarrassing me. Stop.
His poor pride every weekend is like shot.
He's a good boy. All right. Go back to doing doggy things.
Shake it off.
Yep. Can I order your coffee from Canada? Not yet is the end. Hey! Do we just not like me? Are we having a beef with me?
He's like, don't put me in the camera, Jen.
What? Are we having problems? Are we having relationship issues? Hey! I'm gonna get the mans. Oh, just like
Jen,
that,
you're
he's out
supposed
of
to
here.
protect me, not turn me that way. He wants to go to bed. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, it's dark.
He's looking over there.
He's
and-
like, it's time to sleep.
Yeah. Somebody tell me.
When
I
have
need
we
to
ever
go to
freaking
bed.
slept at 10? What is it? 10:30?
You need to go to bed. You can go up.
You can go up. Go to
You can
bed.
go up.
Go
Go to
sleep.
bed.
Go to sleep.
Sleep.
Go sleep.
Yep. There he goes.
Yep, he wants to go to sleep. However, grouchy old man.
He's been out, right?
He'll probably go out again before we go to bed. I don't remember when the last time he was out. You go outside? Kinda?
Interested, but not overly excited.
He might
He's
be.
looking at
He
you.
might be overly excited.
He's looking pretty serious.
If I ask him the second time,
He's gonna get super excited.
Minion, you have to go outside.
They need potties. He's kind of lighting up.
He's not desperate yet. If he really needs to go, it's all barking and
Oh yeah, I know.
chaos.
He's done that to me.
But I was telling the people.
Oh.
So they can't see him. Much love. First time I've ever donated. I'm glad it's you guys. Well, thank you,
Thank
Ricky
you.
Loco.
That's
I
very
appreciate it. Oh, from California. When did you start your homestead? How old were you? I was 34. And it was 4 years ago.
Not gonna lie, my girlfriend loves watching your shorts. Awesome.
Very cool. Hello, friends from Florida. Your lifestyle is so admirable. I wish I could leave the city. Yeah, it's a commitment type of lifestyle, that's for sure. For sure. How much does
Cough.
Az weigh? 130 as of like a week ago.
The coffee, what brand is it? It's Narrow Way Homestead brand.
It is.
Nate's brand.
Yes, it is. As coffee should be protect your energy. That's kind of cool. Seth, thanks for the super chat. Like carving wood sticks or whatever? Kinda. I injured myself before after I bought the land, but before I moved here, and I carved myself a wooden walking cane. Then I got better and didn't need it, and who knows where it is now.
It's out in the outdoor kitchen somewhere out by like where Hank. I've seen it.
It's probably one somebody gave me, and probably not the one I actually carved. Was it like all swirly and?
I don't think it had design in it.
I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Hard to say.
Yep, Starlink for internet. Who's Minion's favorite person? Nate, most definitely, but we have different relationships with him.
We do.
But Nate will always be his all-time favorite, even if he comes to me first. Like,
it just depends
Nate's
what he
still
wants.
his favorite.
Like, he's a dog, and if he detects one person's gonna be more favorable at that moment than the other.
When we came back from the trip from Washington, so he'll hold a grudge against Nate if Nate leaves him. And unfortunately, we couldn't take the dogs to Washington with us, so they stayed with the neighbor. And we went over to get the dogs. Minion walked right past him to me.
Yep, and I knew he would.
He totally called it. But yeah, he holds a grudge for a little bit. Yeah, and like then when he's ready to make amends, he's all over him. Don't forget me, don't forget me. I'm here. So glad you're back.
Uh-huh. Make some maple syrup. No. Probably not. It's always possible we still could, but maybe, well, maple candy? Not maybe just maple taffy, because, you know. So
it's not hard candy, but it's not a syrup by any means.
Not a syrup. We basically went further
kind of like chewy candy.
It is. It's delicious. I love it.
A little stickier than a Starburst, I think. Kind of like a caramel.
I'm dumb and deleted my other super chat. I'll ask again. Nate mentioned Minion had some kind of skin condition. My dachshund puppy seems to have something similar. What did you find to treat it? Diet mostly. No milk bones, like only high quality, like, you know, the dachshund's only so big, right? Just high quality dog foods without a lot of fillers, doesn't need corn.
Wheat, he keeps him off.
I keep him way off of wheat. It seems to make a difference. I put, like, when it got really bad, I put him on prednisone.
Yep.
But that caused long term all the time would cause like liver damage, so I just gave it to him to clear it up, and then during that time controlled the diet really hard, just hoping to find something that would seem, if he gets flea bites, it'll flare it up real bad. I put the drops on his
Frontline?
Yeah, I used Frontline. That flared it up really bad. Put a Seresto collar on him.
Nothing.
Didn't flare it up, and it kept the ticks off, the fleas off, and so like it was just a lot of like trying different stuff. And he's got 2 sores on him. He's had as many as 15 on him at a time, and they last for months typically. The 2 he has on him, most of the sores he has now, like the one on the top of his head, the original one, he's had that one for like 6 years.
That one hasn't flared up in a while, though.
No, it hasn't really flared up.
The one on his side has
just
flared
there.
up a couple times since we've been together.
The one on his side is new as of 6 months ago. He had one on his back.
Oh, it might have been on his
near
back.
his butt for like 2 years straight. And that one's gone.
That's the one I remember.
So it took 2 years to clear up.
Yeah.
His fur is a little darker in that spot now. But do you hunt or fish? Not really fishing. I hunt occasionally. Can't find Saber where you get a new cat. I'm probably going to get 2 new cats in the spring.
What am I cooking for you next? Possibly something with chicken of the woods.
Quite possibly. How much money would you recommend a new homesteader save up before starting out? If you're gonna go to the land and live full time and only like build there, like save up 2 years worth of money to live off of, plus everything you need for the infrastructure you're gonna build while you're there. And after the first year of building, the second year, be figuring out how to make an income because you're going to need it after that ends, and you're like, hey, I just, you just need money to continue. Like, as much as you think you don't, and you think, once I build all this stuff, I'm good, like, it just doesn't work that way. But, and again, if you don't have money, you can exist and survive, but hello from Kentucky. You think the smaller the dog, the longer it lives? Do you think it entirely depends on the breed and skeletal system? It does seem to, like, when you get to the extremes, like the really larger breeds, they don't live that long. Like, as for example, Turkish Boss Shepherd, 10 to 11 years average is what I'm looking at. Um, Smaller dogs like Minion, who's not the smallest dog you can get, but a lot smaller, like, I'm expecting, honestly, like 15 maybe. Um, so yeah, but there are like exceptions, and it just depends on the breed and the diversity of genetics and the history. Like, you can pretty much look up average lifespans of multiple dogs. But
Do you run everything off your solar panels or do you have electricity too?
I have a generator backup for the solar panels. I don't run it often, but there is no grid electric here at all. Jen does not look very interested. Well, that's because she read your comment and she wasn't very interested in it. Type a more interesting comment and she'll smile and laugh and giggle.
You're so funny.
See?
He's probably right.
See? I said something funny, interesting, and she giggled. I told you how to do it. It works.
Can I get a shout out? Ah!
Shut up.
Oh, that's not what they meant.
Probably not.
No.
Big As Coffee is the best name. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good name. There's a number of really good names. That's good as or bad as coffee, I think would sound good for sure. I'm leaning towards the that's good as coffee. Like,
You should make a coffee about the ducks and call it Earth Quack.
quack. Oh my gosh. Hey, Lord Minion. Hey, Nate and Jen. What's up? Yeah, global shipping for your store. I don't know. I just need to make a video, and somebody who's way smarter than me at it will reach out and help me out with it. It's literally probably what's going to happen.
I don't have any sisters available or unavailable. I just don't have any sisters. No sisters.
Nate gave us a blueprint for making Jen laugh. LOL, right? That's right. Great night, man. Gotta get to homework. So see you later. All right. You too. Thank you for the super chat. And speaking of which, I'm about ready to jump off of here. I fell asleep twice last night, but slept for like
Is
an
this
hour.
an interesting
and
comment?
Yes, it is.
It is
Yes,
definitely
it is.
an interesting comment.
She found it interesting.
Yep.
Got a Bernese Mountain Dog puppy. I was wondering if you have any training tips. Just establish a very strong relationship with the dog, and most people do very good at respecting their dogs and very, very badly at getting their dog to respect them. That's just the way it works, because like we project, and everybody does it, including myself, we project our own humanity onto the dog and expect the dog, like, look, I gave you a cake, you should be happy with me. And the dog's just like, I ate the cake and now I'm expecting a cake tomorrow. Like, it's just, there is no, yeah, you just can't expect like gratefulness and stuff. Like, dogs are very in the moment, and so you have to, and it's important not to just get the dogs to respect you, but it's important to respect them too, because otherwise they're really not going to respect you. Like I've done some training videos with ads and stuff. I'd like to do some more. It's number one tip for homesteading besides money. Don't overwhelm yourself. And if you homestead with family, good friends, put it all on paper and get an attorney to approve it before you sign. What about the missing cat? I wish I had an update for you guys. What did I do before homesteading? I was a contractor. Hey, and Jen, hope you guys are cozy tonight. Thanks. Think we will be. It feels warm in here. What temperature is it? I don't know. I got stuff stacked in the way. It is 77 in here. It's beyond cozy in here. How's it 77? I got the stove dampened way down. Stacked the firewood too nicely.
It's better than, hey, you couldn't get the fire started.
Right, it is. It is. His voice is amazing.
It is.
Well, thanks. I don't mind my voice as much as I used to anymore. It might have to do with tens of thousands of people telling me my voice is nice, but I used to hate my voice. I also learned to speak a lot more clearly. So that helps.
A lot more what?
Clearly.
Clearly. That was funny. Minion's named after the little yellow guys on Despicable Me. Because he totally reminded Nate of a minion. Yeah, talking about you.
I'm talking about Minion.
Yeah, talking about you.
He's all happy and excited over
He
there.
does,
Wants
yeah.
nothing to do with me over here.
He's all excited about something.
Closest to your nearest neighbor, half-mile away. I would cast you as the narrator in a movie for sure. It'd be kind of fun. It better be interesting, though. Actually, I've had fun. I don't know how much fun Jen had with it, but I've totally randomly started narrating life, like, as it's happening. And it's kind of fun. It's been a while.
It is. It has been a while. Yes, you used to throw me off with that all the time.
It's funny.
Yes, Minion is a rock eater.
He is.
And yes, he did go to the vet for it.
He did. FYI, you can set the chat to slow mode if it's too fast. It's already set on 20-second slow mode, I believe. It's not too bad. This gives me an opportunity to just kind of
Compared to how it was moving the first night, oh my gosh, the first night it was scrolling. Like the whole screen was scrolling, guys.
Yep.
We are also looking at it on a laptop, so we're getting more than just 3 comments at a time, so it doesn't seem to be moving as fast as when you have
that helps. That helps. You tell me I need to chill and go to space. I don't know about that, but I can tell you need to chill and go to sleep.
So if Jen gets 1 million followers on TikTok, does that mean she gets a steak? Jen doesn't want 1 million followers on TikTok. Please don't. No? Don't make me change the name of my account.
What do you miss about Wisconsin?
My son.
I miss
Quick Trip,
cheese curds, and random malls for
I've taken him through a lot of malls.
I like malls. And like the $1,000 puffy vest for women.
We went into a mall that was so absolutely dead. There was nobody there. That the guy working the massage thing in the kiosk in the center was taking a nap. We're like, even if we wanted to stop at this little thing for a massage, we couldn't because he's sleeping.
He's sleeping. He was sleeping. Yep.
He's not ignoring the comments about the nails, guys. There's nothing to say about them. He made peace with the people that had the dogs. Whether that's what happened with the nails or not, we don't know. But nothing has happened since, and there's really nothing else to say. Peace has been made.
Yep. 4-wheeler with implements or side-by-side with implements for homesteading chores. It depends. I think people with flatter ground, and if I had a flatter area, I would definitely go with a side-by-side. with everything, the terrain being like it is, like I like to be able to use my body to counterweight the ATV, and I like to be able to stand up and see what's over like a hump. Then you stand up in the side by side, you hit your head on that, and then you fall out. So it depends. Is this live? I don't know. I think it's live. Hopefully it's live. Ouch. Oh, that's for sleeping, not for live.
Oh,
That's not any better.
how come you didn't flinch?
I don't know. I should have.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh.
you're funny. How much money to give as a teeny amount of cheese? I'll have to give him cheese sometime. Be kind of fun to give him some food on camera he's never had before, just for fun.
Does your water collection use a pump or gravity?
It uses a pump. It's a good question. What's your favorite movie? The Matrix trilogy.
We're trying to answer questions, but we're not seeing all of them, obviously. And by the time we get one answered, there's a whole new page of questions.
Pretty much. What is the most expensive part of living there? I don't know. Probably stuff you can't like just living in this location, like gasoline is expensive, land taxes are cheap, like a lot of things are cheap, the electric's fairly cheap, but like gasoline just costs what it costs.
Are you thirsty, Men's? Minion brought me his bowl. He needs water.
He needs water. Alright.
Look at you drink. Look at you drink. I don't know why you brought me this dirty bowl, though. It's a dirty bowl.
Brought you whatever bowl we wanted to.
Yep. The other one's so got a little water. It's just got ashes in it. No thanks.
Right.
Do you need some too, Lo? You want some too?
I think we live in the Matrix.
Maybe.
Maybe kinda. Probably not how you're thinking, but yeah, maybe. Charlotte there. Yeah, she's here. She's about to get her own water. I forgot to go start the TikTok live again. Okay. Thanks. How is Charlotte adjusted to her new home? She's doing really good. Really good. You sure Az isn't a polar bear? I'm not totally sure. Nope, I'm not. Badass beard. Thanks. What kind of music do you all like? Jen likes almost all kinds of music. And I like folk metal music. It's pretty cool. Where's Bucket Cat? Wish I knew. Minion was thirsty. He was. But it's now Charlo drinking. Dogs after Az, or are you done? Oh, there'll be more dogs. Same breed as Az. I don't know if I'll ever get another little dog like Minion again or not. I don't know. What is that? Calix Gaming sent a super chat. Thank you. Very kind. What's folk metal? I'm glad you asked. You should go Google it. It's metal music, but there's bagpipes sometimes. It's just like folk metal or folk music, but metal. It's unique. Yeah. Google it sometime. You'll find some bands. You'll listen to some stuff. You might be surprised. If you don't like metal music, you might find yourself actually liking folk metal. Can people come see you? Typically not. Like I just get too many requests. Like I used to when I first started social media, like someone wanted to come hang out or something. Sure, that's cool. Love your videos and shorts. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Heard of 21 Pilots. Is that like a movie? I would say no, I've not heard of it. How old am I? 38 years old.
Jagger is calling you.
That doesn't surprise me. Was he calling like immediately as soon as you went out, or
No, just now when he heard me talking.
when he
to
heard
us.
you? Okay, yep. Do all the doggos get along? They do. They do. Had you pinned for death metal? At least I was half right. I can't stand the whole death metal. Like most metal music, I do not like. Folk metal, yeah. Symphonic metal, yeah. Pirate metal, yeah. How are Minion and Az doing with their bones? Az has demolished the heck out of his bone, and Minion has actually eaten quite a bit of bone.
Yeah.
For the size of the bone versus Minion.
So Nate and I were cleaning out the storage area, and there was a safe in there that was broken, and he put it out there, and I put a T on it so we could call it safety, and that's why it's sitting out there and why it has a T on it. And I gave it googly eyes, but every time I put the eyes on it, Az would eat them off of it, and so it never actually made it into a video or a live with eyes because Az has something against googly eyes. That's the story of the T. It's really there just for entertainment, and it's striked up a few fun conversations and really makes people ask questions. It's really just there for that.
It's just there for fun. I need to make a video on it explaining it because I get asked over and over.
Oh yeah, it's still a huge part of the conversation in the chat weeks and weeks later.
It's been weeks, yeah.
So yeah, it's just as a safety.
It is. Yep. All right, where am I? Well, Az get a girlfriend soon. Imagine the puppy videos. You probably will. You probably will. 21 Pilots is a band like
soon,
alt pop rock. Have you heard of 21 Pilots?
Yes.
I thought they were talking about a movie. I don't know.
Oh, I'll play a couple songs for him. He'll know.
And Ella sent a super chat. Thank you. Oh. Fin Troll for the win. Do you like
Hulung?
I don't know if I've probably heard them. If I have, nothing stood out about them to me. I've browsed a lot of random like folk metal type music. I like Corpiclani, Elevate, Ensiferum. Ensiferum's almost symphonic rock, but yeah.
They've got some good songs.
They do. Really enjoy watching your videos and what you're doing. Awesome. Where's Minion? He's pacing on the floor. You like video game music? Sometimes. How big is 100 acres of land? Trying to get a sense of scale. I don't really know other than to just have you Google it, but it's a lot. But greetings from Austria. You live in West Virginia your whole life? No, I've only lived here for almost 4 years now. Tilt the hat to the side, G.
How many acres is a football field?
Oh, there you go. That's a good thing.
So a football field is 1.32 acres. So not quite an acre and a half for a football field.
Cool.
So you've got a lot of football fields.
Yep.
Out here. Hello, Wisconsin.
Hail, Lord Minion. Another OnlyFans comment. It's like
that's so funny.
It's like 10,
I still
10
haven't seen one.
And I've been seeing them all over the TikTok chat today. The comments.
Wonder what the big deal is with OnlyFans all of a sudden.
I don't know. Do you like survival games? Kinda. I like open world survival type games. They're fun. How's the Rex? It's good. I need to drive it again. Haven't driven it in a bit. I will be soon. Speaking of which, remember those big giant packages we ordered? I
No?
got them. No. You emailed back and forth, and then you ordered like something shipped, and it would be really big and round and circular. I got tires.
Oh, they showed up already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, I would have never
quick.
thought that because they're not due till Tuesday.
Right. Oh, if spam is usually bots. Yeah, probably. Ever heard of Escape from Tarkov? I've played that. That's fun. You miss your old truck. I still have it, and I do kind of miss driving it around. It's just gonna take so much work to make reliable, and I'm just
Is folk metal like Irish drinking songs? No.
no.
Ever played a Zelda game? Yes, he likes Zelda.
Mm-hmm. Love your beard. Any
I miss
paranormal
the
activity out there? No. Love watching your videos. Love you, man. Awesome. Thanks.
Hello from Montana.
How did we meet? We met on social media.
Next livestock animal purchase, probably be a mini cow.
Hi from Hanover. What's up, Hanover?
Do it. Do it.
Where did you get that's good from? Do what?
Tilt your head to the side, G. Your hat, not your head.
All right.
Sorry.
Hey, I kind of like that.
No.
I might do that from
He's
now on.
pretty good with the beanie. He looks pretty good with the beanie on, but I don't know about the tilted hat. Oh my god. You could get away with backwards. Yeah, you can do backwards.
I do backwards sometimes in the summertime.
Yep. You don't get a sunburn right here?
No. Well, I guess last
That
year
would
I
be
had hair
funny.
there.
Last year.
I lie. It's been like 5 years.
Oh, Nate is a badass. You're right. Oh my god.
I don't know. I suddenly like that. It's pretty cool.
Oh, leave the lights off or you'll blind me.
What's up? What's
Sup.
up?
Sup. Sup,
What's
bro.
up? All right, fine. That's not me. I'm not doing
Oh, look what you did to him.
that. Where did you get that's good from? I started answering that, and then we did the sideways hat thing. I got it from another contractor I was working with, and he was really like, it was time to get done with that job and move on to the next one, right? So like, you're just like trying to get the trim just right or something. He'd look at it and be like, "That's good," just like, you know, like, "That's good." Like, let's get on with it. So it was a total like negative thing, and then I just like picked up on that and started using it, and then ate
Said
some
it in a video
food,
one
and
day.
then said, "That's good." Like it. So like the reason it sounds the way it does is because it's like sort of negative, but it's just kind of morphed into a positive again. I don't know. That's where it came from. If y'all tried Mama Ramen yet?
We have not. I haven't been to the grocery store yet. Tomorrow's a grocery day.
You should join a folk metal band. I should. Unfortunately, I can't sing or play instruments or look cool. Well, actually, I can look cool.
I can't. Oh man.
It's messing my hair all up. Maybe I gotta like. Hold on.
It's maybe you should do a comb over.
Just comb over.
There you got it. There you go.
There we go.
Thanks.
Yep. Now we've
Now I'm
we've got it
stuck with
figured
this.
out.
Now I'm stuck with this.
Hold on.
Rock on.
Oh, too much fun. Hairline reveal. Did you not see my hairline? I just like,
Greetings from West Virginia. Love your videos. Come to realize you were down the street from me recently.
really, that's pretty
Awesome.
cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've met a number of people that are fairly close to me through social media because they watch something and they're like, wait a minute.
How long to build your permanent home?
I don't know. I was gonna start it next year, this year, and then I decided probably just gonna do a garage first because this living space is working out just fine. I'm in no rush to get out of here, and then I'll do the home. It'll probably take me 2 to 3 years to complete, I think.
Shit.
Oh man, she's gonna braid it crooked now.
It's gotten thicker since the last time I did this. Holy cow.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you I was growing out my neck hair behind the beard?
Yes, I knew that.
Well, it's actually growing out now.
It's actually growing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a single braid.
Guys, thought I'd be checking you guys out. Just thought I'd be checking
Awesome.
you guys out. Welcome. How much money did you have saved before you started your homestead? I had like 150,000 in like assets that I like slowly sold as I needed more money, type of thing. It's crooked. Oh wait, that's the hat. That's better. Oh, that was really fast. It would have taken me a day and a half to try to braid that. I'm sure it would have.
I can build a house in no time, but I can't braid a beard.
Pretty much.
Well, that's what you got me for. I can be your beard braider. Beard braider.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right then. Viking Nate. Can you be a broke homesteader? Most homesteaders pretty sure are broke, but then again, so are
totally
most
can.
people. Was it scary to start homesteading? It was until I realized I could just sell everything and go back to what I was doing, and I was like, that's not scary. Like, I just.
Your dog is shredding this board now
Cool.
and enjoying it.
Yes, he is. That's why I gave it to him. For the new As Coffee, try As Land Night Coffee. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Man, you're making a mess. We're both originally from. You have to get a mini cow.
You have to get a mini pig. Oh my god, a mini pig would be funny.
That would be funny. It'd be hilarious. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, although that's really like my entire adult life was there and some of my childhood, but some of my childhood was also in Northeast Ohio.
And I was born and raised in Montana, but spent most of my adult life in Wisconsin.
Thoughts on raising turkeys for the homestead? I'm just so happy with the ducks I have that I'd have no desire to add anything else but just more Muscovy ducks.
Shut up. Oh, come on.
You abandoned mine land on your property.
Come on.
Now. Not that I know of.
There she is. There's Charlo.
Contractor advice. New to business. I would just say, I mean, if you're already skilled and you're running your own business, like, remember that just because you're good at doing the work and being a contractor doesn't necessarily make you good at the whole business thing. That means you're not going to be good at something and you just work on it. Like, just realize you got some weaknesses, but what I did was just make myself more expensive than anyone else. I worked for the first year, built a reputation. I worked for engineers. I worked for picky people, all kinds of people that just like were not at all interested.
I'm pretty sure I went to school with that person. That's funny.
All kinds of people that were not interested in contractors or just badmouth contractors all over the place, and I was willing to work with them. And I just build over the top and just did everything perfectly just how they wanted to. And once I got a good reputation among those folks, like they told their other really picky friends, and I just made each job pay really good. I just raised my prices, so I outpriced not everyone, but like all the small businesses. I was higher than all of them. You guys are a beautiful couple. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Spook the spider. She's good. No babies as of yet, but could be any day. Hard to say. She laid an egg sack. It's very hard to leave Pennsylvania. It can be. Often you traverse your whole parcel. Not very often. Um, but I have traversed all of it. Minion only fans went. I thought about getting Minion in OF. I really did. It'd be funny.
Only pause.
Only pause. Yep.
I went to high school in Billings.
How do you make it through hard times? Just push through them, because good times are probably right around the corner. And if not, well, you'll never know unless you try to find them. So push through it. Possible to homestead with a child? It is. A lot of homesteaders have children. A lot of them do. Probably most of them. Me not having children, I'm a little more streamlined in what I'm able to do and how rapidly I'm able to accomplish things. But so what? Take a little bit longer, raise a family at the same time. That works. Donuts or bagels? Donuts. I mean, bagels are really good, but like
I love bagels.
donuts, like, come on, you can't. It's
Yeah,
basically a bagel.
I don't know if
that's
you can
sugar.
put those two in the same.
I mean, if somebody
No.
offered me a donut or a bagel, like it's donut all the way. Like,
Yes, Preston, I know who you are.
the braid. Hope your week's been going well. Thanks, and thanks, Michael, for the super chat too. Muffins or cookies? Cookies. Cookies.
Cookies. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Scrambled or over easy?
Over easy.
See, with all you guys, I can like totally learn exactly what he wants. Like the whole hot or cold sandwiches. I knew he loved sandwiches. I knew he would eat sandwiches all the time. I never asked him if he preferred hot or cold sandwiches. So, see, they helped me out with that.
They did. They did help you out with that. They did. I don't know why I like cookies over muffins, because like I love bread, and like muffins are closer to bread than cookies, but I confused myself with my own answer.
But you like cookies.
I like cookies.
Cake or pie?
That was a hard one.
Or cobbler, because like it's like a pie with cake on it. Remember you called it cake and everybody was like, it's cobbler.
Yeah.
Like, who cares what we call it? It was good.
It was good, that's right.
That's all that matters.
Probably cake, but like I've had bad pies and bad cakes, and I've had good cakes and good, and so I've never had like a bad donut or
So
a
do
bad
you
cookie.
like fruit pies or like cream pies?
Cream.
Okay. Coconut cream pie? Have you ever had a coconut cream pie?
Like from Walmart. It was really good.
Out of the freezer, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's probably not a real.
All right, guys.
cream
I'm gonna
pie.
have to make him a coconut cream pie from scratch. We're gonna have to buy a coconut and make the coconut custard from the milk in the coconut and make it fresh from scratch.
That'd be super cool.
Preston says, "Love your boss."
Awesome.
He's pretty cool.
John, thanks for the super chat. Rose says, if you guys may ever make a trip back to Ripley, West Virginia, recommend checking out Hilltop Meats and Popcorn Shop next to the laundromat. Cool.
What? Make it back to.
Hilltop.
Is that
Meats.
the meat place we went
Quite
to?
possibly. I don't remember the name of it.
Is it next to like a solar company?
I'm not sure if very many people know the solar company's there.
So we totally went to a meat place in Ripley that we really liked. And I was just I've told Nate a couple times, like, we need to go back there.
And they sell hot cheeses.
Carolina Reaper cheese, which was amazing.
It's phenomenal cheese.
And we got a couple steaks from there. And
Yep.
oh, you haven't posted the other video yet.
No, I haven't. No, I didn't even edit it. I just filmed it. Michael says, Lord Minion, thanks. And Jordan says, update on Saber the cat. There is no update beyond what I've posted. I have no idea what happened to him, where he is, anything. Man, eating steak. Most definitely. He's making a mess.
It's a board, actually, like, just part of a board, but he's enjoying it very much so.
He is. It's been in here for almost a week, and he's not done that to it.
He's got it shredded now, yeah. Yeah, I've picked up a couple pieces,
yeah,
but
a
not
couple
like
here
that.
And there,
he's enjoying that
like
big time. Yep.
Hope everyone's night's going great. Thanks.
You
Sick
too.
grade. $20,000 cash to save your beard.
That's not enough.
Nope, I wouldn't do it. Seriously, offer me $20,000 in $100 bills right in front of me, and I'd be like, I'm keeping the beard. There would be a number I would take, but nope. Nope. Evening, just got out of church, didn't know you streamed. I do every Sunday night here on YouTube. 9 o'clock. Eastern time. No, not Eastern. It's only Eastern Standard time sometimes.
And is it standard? Are we in standard time now?
I have absolutely no idea.
So why are you telling me no?
Because Eastern time is always accurate, and Eastern Standard time is only accurate half a year.
I
don't know. I have no idea.
We need more Jen cooking videos voiced over by Nate.
That's not what they said.
I've got some ideas. I've got some things coming.
Ever been screwed over as a contractor? No, I never was.
And thank you, Steven, for the super chat.
And the last job I did was a $30K job, handshake deal. No paperwork, no nothing.
Wow.
Wasn't my first time working for him, but yep. Never been screwed over.
50K for the beard?
Nope. Wouldn't do it.
What did we say? We did have a price on it at one point. At one point, it was around 50K.
It was 50K at one point.
And then we increased it, especially since it's grown and gotten so nice.
Yeah. Like, I think I went up to $1 million at one point, and then you were like, that's not enough. Like, it used to be like 5 or 10.
Yeah, I was like...
I would honestly still do it.
We just really don't want it
I would
gone.
do it for $1 million. I would.
Yeah, I might not be able to tell you no at that point.
Like, yeah, I'd sit down with a very
You bring me a new
look and...
You bring me a new Toyota 4Runner and park it in the parking lot for me, and I'll shave it off.
Wait a minute, where's my $1 million?
I don't know. I'll take you for a ride though, and show you off.
You can take me for a ride with the beard,
or without it.
As long as there's riding, it's okay. Where's the Lord? He's up on the bed at the moment.
Can I get a good luck wahoo awoo from Minion for my wedding on Friday? Minion, can you speak? Minion, speak. Speak.
Speak. Speak. He's looking at me like, are you dumb? It's not time to speak.
Right? It's bedtime. What are we talking about? Can you speak? Speak.
Speak? He's thinking about it. You
There he is.
speak? You want to speak? Speak. Don't argue with me.
He
Speak.
did the oh, just like she asked.
Speak.
Good
Good boy.
Good.
Good boy. You did good. You did good.
Now we won't be able to shut him up.
Right. Ooh, that's right.
Right?
That's right. Too cool. Greet his minions. How is he doing? He's doing good, and he is pug, dachshund, and a little bit of chihuahua. What animals are a threat while homesteading? Depends what you're doing.
Where you are,
Yeah, but not only that, but like what you
what
have.
you've got,
Like
sure.
if you don't have chicks or eggs, then snakes are not a threat to homesteading. But if you have chicks and eggs, snakes are a threat. Um, depends on what animals you have and what area you're in. Like it's a tough
And who your neighbors are.
that too. How much for Jen to dye your beard for a day? I don't know. I'm pretty picky about the health and stuff of my beard. We start dyeing stuff.
So I totally have some purple shampoo.
Hell no.
You've seen my,
Not
you haven't seen my
purple.
hair fully purple.
No purple in
It's
the beard.
it's dark enough that it probably wouldn't show too much, but if we washed it a few times with the purple shampoo,
Okay,
it totally would dye
if
it.
we dye it, we have to do like black mustache, and it just continues down through the
And then
beard
this
in, like
is-
straight lines.
And then this is purple.
No, there's no fucking purple.
Oh,
Absolutely
oh, you
no
guys
purple.
heard! You guys got to hear him say. You guys got to hear him. Ooh, that never happens,
No.
especially on a live.
No, it doesn't.
I guess he's against the purple.
I'm not doing the purple.
Okay,
Can't do
we
the
get
purple.
it, we get it, we get it.
Purple.
Oh.
Jen's over here like totally thinking purple might look good, and I'm like, no. Not the purple.
That was funny. Black and purple confirmed, right?
Right. I was like, just totally redirecting. We're talking about the
Uh.
black now and everything, and she just right back into the purple.
Well, you said only if we do this black, and I'm like, oh, and then this purple, and then you responded.
I did respond.
Oh, that's so funny. Everybody wants purple.
Right. Of course they do. Of course
Purple
they
probably
do.
wouldn't match your skin. Yeah, it probably wouldn't.
No, purple would not match my skin. Purple would not match my beard.
Blue? Oh, how about green and yellow? Can we do a Packer beard?
Better than purple.
He didn't say no.
I didn't.
You guys wait for Packer season next year.
Well, they're gonna have to like win the Super Bowl or something. Then
Come on now.
No, not come on now.
That's a far fetch.
No, they looked
Actually,
pretty
it's
good
not.
this year.
They did pretty good.
They did all right. I mean, they didn't look good at the beginning of the year, according to whatever.
Or the
articles.
end, apparently.
Yeah, they made it in the playoffs and made a few games, so wasn't bad.
All right, you guys heard it here. If the Packers make it to the Super Bowl, I get to dye his beard green and gold. All your Bears fans are in here going, no, no, no.
Oh man. Where are we at? What animals do you watch out for?
Snakes. Well, TikTok watches out for snakes.
Right.
Nate's not very good at spotting them.
No. Snakes, possums, skunks. Yes, possums do eat
Raccoons.
eggs and chicks. They can. Raccoons, definitely. Coyotes, bobcats,
Fox.
fox.
Hawks and fox.
Mm-hmm. I mean, eagle if I ever see one, but like I know they're around, but I've never actually seen one in person. Owls is one.
Yeah. And we watch for black bear. We haven't seen any, but they are out here, so we keep
They
our
are.
eyes peeled.
I've seen
but-
evidence from 'em on my property, but they keep their distance from up here. Porcupine, no
We should get a
porcupine.
giraffe. Someone can ride it. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at
That'd
him.
be funny.
Oh, he's cleaning his face.
He is.
Licking his paws and wiping his face.
He is. One of these days I'll catch him in a video
You're
doing
so
that.
cute, Minz. You're
It's
so
adorable. Love your videos. Thank you, Lachlan. A question for Jen. Do not fall asleep listening to Nate speak. Not in a bad way. LOL. Love your channel. Thank you for keeping it real, or fun and real all at once. Much love from Lincolnton, North Carolina.
If I don't stay involved in the chat with you guys, like when I was sitting back here and somebody commented, I looked like I wasn't interested. If I just sit back here and just listen to him, he'll totally lull me to sleep. Yep. He's a very calming voice.
Absolutely not.
uh,
You're able to share your personal channel here. Don't have TikTok, so I can't look for you there. If I did that, I would have to create a channel and upload content from there to here. Like, it would be a very time consuming, in addition to all that I already do.
However, all the videos that are on TikTok do get put on here.
They're talking about the Few Who Find It channel.
Oh, that one.
Quite sure.
I could put those videos in a playlist. Can you put it in a playlist without making it public? You can't.
Well, you could, but then they couldn't find them, so.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to think of a way to get it on there where like it doesn't actually hit the shorts page, but anybody who wants to see them will have them there.
I pretty much just like, yeah, like I do some religious content. It's been like 8 months.
It
like,
has. It's been a long time.
there's
The last
stuff
ones
there.
were about what did I think?
Yeah, they were. Like, I'm not trying to push, promote it, grow it. Like, I just put it out there. It's on TikTok. It's on the account. Few Who Find It. And if you want to be one of the ones that finds it, you have to download TikTok and go look for it. Like, if you don't, that's totally cool. Then you're just not as interested or interested enough to download an app. But it'd be more work for us to upload them to a different platform than it would be for you to download another app and go there, if that makes sense. Just stopping by to drop off some dog food. Well, thank you, very interested. Favorite beer? Whatever we had on draft in Wisconsin, like.
It was a Hacker Shore dark amber, or dark lager. Hacker Shore dark lager it was. And it was
really
amazing. Good. It was so caramely.
Love you guys. Thanks. Post more long videos, please. Need more, not just shorts. Oh, I know it. I'd like to.
Have you seen the last two that were on the long videos?
I'd like to. I've just been busy.
I'm not a beer drinker, and I didn't think that I would like dark beers because I don't like. I'm not a big. Oh yeah, Spotted Cow for sure. But just not being a beer drinker, I really never drank beers because I figured only like somebody who really likes beers would like dark beer, right? But then we found out as we were tasting beers and stuff, I tend to like the dark beers more.
Well, dark beer has more flavor, and the flavor can be all over the place. And so, yeah, like light beer is not the best beer to introduce somebody to, in my opinion. If you're like, hey, you might like beer, try this. Like, just give them a shot glass of a dark beer and be like, just sip on this. And Minion, that is not
You cannot dig a hole in the bed.
a spot to dig.
No digging. He's like, what?
Oh, it's Minion like his new umbrella. Minion loves the umbrellas.
He's bright-eyed tonight.
He is. Can we see Lord Minion, please?
You want to come see me?
If he comes over here, we'll show him.
Up.
He's been on here before, and he wasn't.
He's just really wanting to chill on the bed, like.
He is not. He's not having it.
Mans, won't come see me? No. He hasn't even moved a bit.
Did you ever think of doing a meetup at West Virginia University football game?
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be fun. I'd totally do it if they like. I don't know, wanted to like somehow host it or something and like make it like semi-official, like they don't have to advertise it or nothing, but just give me my own little corner
Seating
somewhere
area or something. Hi. What's up?
Understand that. Yeah, just curious. Love your videos and your work inspiring to me, so I wonder if you had any more anywhere else. Stay safe and here's for a good spring. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. And yeah, I don't have that many videos over there. Maybe 30 over the past, I don't know, 3 years. How does law enforcement work up on the homestead? They don't do anything unless there's something major that requires them to do paperwork, like something major
That's a cool
happened.
comment. Up more. All right.
You and Jen have inspired my wife and I to homestead. It's brought us close, so thank you. That's so awesome.
That's
That's
way
cool.
cool. Way cool.
You take supplements for beard. Mine just stopped growing at some point. I don't, and I do know that from what I understand, everybody's beard stops growing at a certain point. Like mine so far has not. And I do hope it stops at some point because I don't need it getting
You might
caught
have hit the point now. You
in
just
a
don't know
zipper
yet.
or something. That's true.
It might not be longer next week.
It might not be, but I don't know until I keep growing it. But the speed the neck hair is growing behind the beard.
Yeah, I got
That's just
super thick. It
It
got super
did.
thick.
It did. Once
Yeah.
it finally catches up to like the rest of it, like I'm gonna get it shaped and
Yeah.
then
It's outgrowing the length of your hair.
yeah, it is. Which is crazy because my hair is
Long.
growing at a rapid pace too.
Yeah.
Although it may have, I don't know. I don't know if it stopped.
I don't
or
know if
not.
it's growing as fast. I should probably cut the ends off of it. Should we give him a trim, guys? Probably.
Trim off some hair.
Probably trim it. Get it healthied
Good.
up a little bit.
Yeah, it needs to be healthy. And I've got minion fur on my shoulder.
Oh my gosh, that dog sheds.
Right. What drove you to homesteading? I just didn't see a future in what I was doing as a contractor that was anything other than being on my hands and knees at 65 or working in an office running a multi-million-dollar construction company and never actually doing the work myself. I didn't like either of those scenarios. Great beer slept on. Not your father's root beer. That is an excellent beer. I love that. That's very good. Very good. I agree. Remember watching videos of you before Jen on TikTok? Glad you made it. Me too.
Awesome.
You ever shave the beard? We went over this. Probably for like $1 million, I would. That's good as coffee. Is a good one in my opinion. It is. It is. I really like that name. Well, now we'll have a go at Minion, you think? I could see one going after him possibly, but holes are vicious, but Minion is a lot of fight for 18 pounds too. So anyway, I'm with Minion all the time when owls are out anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't get that far from us.
No. How do you pick animal names? I usually go off of their personality and looks. So I pretty much have to have an animal almost first before. But Jen, does your art represent your viewpoint of the outside world, or is it more introspective, or is it you just pouring paint on a canvas?
Yeah, so I'm not an artist as far as like I couldn't paint Minion or something like that. I just do the acrylic paint pour like that, right there.
But it's still art,
And so, yes, to a point. Knowing what colors to use so that they blend nice and don't like make muddy messes and stuff like that, and knowing how to get the paints to move a little bit. Yes. Knowing when to stop so you don't totally smudge up a picture, which I've totally done. Yes. Aside from that, I don't have the talent to like draw things.
Ever considered building with cob? And what do you plan on building your house out of? Cob and cord is my favorite. I've thought about it. I'd probably go with insulated concrete forms, ICFs. Probably. The only thing I'm worried about is ants and styrofoam. But I need to research some more. Jen has some talent and skill. She does.
Oh, thank you.
She does. As good as it gets for the coffee. That's
All
pretty
right,
good
that
too.
was a good one.
Yep. 26 degrees, no heat, blanket and slippers is good enough to sit through this live. Oh, that's funny. Biggest animal you could beat with bare hands. Depends how upset I am. Estimate how much Az is gonna weigh full grown. I personally think he's gonna be like 165. It could be anywhere from like, maybe 170. But he could be anywhere from like 160 to 190. But there are other dogs his breed, same age, that have 10, 15 pounds on them. What do you think you would do if something killed Minion? Whatever it is, remove it from the face of the earth. Pretty much that would be my response.
How many batteries do you have, and what type of batteries do you use for your solar?
I have 16 golf cart batteries made by Crown in Ohio. Love those batteries.
And if you want to see solar videos, there is a solar playlist. I'm pretty sure there's videos in there with the layout and everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, Devin.
Love your videos from Washington. Quack Quack says quack. The man never burned off any of his hers while laying under the wood stove. He never has, no. Love the beard, brother. Thanks. How did you two meet living so far apart? Through social media. Man is timeless, that's right. Going to bed. Thanks for a great live. Love from GA. Well, thanks. Thanks for being here. You guys make it fun. You teach Minion to ride on Az's back. Maybe. I don't know. Just want to say, I die for Minion. Oh, man. Minion needs a bronze statue of him. He does. Or maybe a golden statue of him. Anybody know people that make statues of dogs? That'd be cool. Why haven't you employed a drone in your content? I have probably about 2 years ago used a drone. The videos performed way less than average, than my average videos, and it was harder to film. Obviously, it took more time. It was more effort for less performance, and less people were interested. And then I was just like, all right then.
Yes, pineapple on pizza.
Both of you look so good together. Thank you. Bronze statue of Minion, that's right. That's right. You guys rock. Love from Alaska. Oh, thanks. Oh, my knee. Eat the Duran treats again, Nate. What an excellent idea.
Outside, Nate.
We're going outside to eat Duran treats?
You are.
I am?
Mm-hmm. Could you please read my things? I see that one.
Oh, that's funny.
Who told you that?
Somebody in the chat.
Where are the mods? That should have been muted.
Right.
Love the braid in your beard.
Thanks. Chat so fast, dear God. It's way better now that I have slow chat on, but yeah, it
Still
rolls.
moving pretty good.
Hello, I like cheese. Robot lawnmower beats drone every time. Yeah, I would say so. When is Hank gonna make a comeback? That is a very commonly asked question, and it baffles me how it gets how it gets asked so often, because like Hank is a lawnmower, and lawnmowers run when the grass is taller, and I'm like, how does it get asked like so often? Like, yeah, he's coming back in the spring, guys. Totally. So your short pepperoni rolls, did you get beef based or something else? We had turkey pepperoni, and the next time we do it, it's going to be beef pepperoni.
I thought we used the beef pepperoni. I was wrong.
You
I
did.
remembered we were supposed to.
Yeah, you like knew I had it, but then like
Yeah, I forgot to bring
you
it out
just
of the
made it with
freezer. I forgot to grab it out of the freezer when I went down there, and I wasn't walking back down there, so I used what we had up here. Yeah,
that makes sense.
a black bear versus an aggressive goose, which is worse?
Which is worse? Hmm.
Oh, geese can be mean.
Mm-hmm. And black bears typically aren't.
Nope.
And you didn't say aggressive black bear, you just said black bear. Have you used any other batteries? I do have some lithium ion portable power stations. But I like lead acid for my permanent setup. I'm very happy with it. How's T-Rex, and y'all still enjoying it? It's good, and I am still enjoying it the few times I managed to drive it. You guys have an amazing night. I'm drunk. Sorry. Well, thanks. That's funny.
Sounds like you're
Thanks
having
for
an amazing
watching.
night.
Right? All right. Well, speaking of which, it's probably about time to jump on off of here. Been on here for quite some time. Does Minnie know my whole concluding
Right?
speech?
Did you see him? He's like, oh, you're done. Look at him. What is that look?
Oh my gosh.
You are so funny. Come say goodbye. Come here. Come on. Come say bye. I'm coming to get you.
I don't know if it's a tone of voice or what. I just started
say
doing
bye.
that, and he just rolled over and sat up and looked right at me with this look like, whoa.
I'm gonna say goodbye. Say goodbye to the
Will
people.
we ever
Say
get
good
beard
night,
butter? There is beard butter at
Good
narrowwayhomestead.com
night,
and every
everybody.
single scent that the beard oil is in.
Say good night, everybody.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
He's pushing you away. He's like, don't get me too close.
Are you just done? You ready to have your people back and just go back to doing normal life? You're funny. You're picking you. Well, he's been around for many lives. He would pick
He
up.
knows, yeah.
That's
knew.
funny. Stopped me right in my tracks. From
Yep.
Thanking
That
everybody
was
and
funny. He
thanking
looked
the
right up.
mods. He just like.
He's like, oh, we're done?
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That was funny.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to the mods, if any of them are still here. Appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for the super chats. And most of all, thank you guys for watching the videos. I appreciate it.
Good night.
See ya. I gotta end it on this